Okay, are we working now? That was weird. Like, it popped up, and then it just stopped working. Hello. Okay, but that was just so weird because, like, it popped up, and then it just stopped working. It shows on here that it worked for 5 seconds and then stopped. I have no idea what the fuck happened. I did everything right. I don't I don't know what the heck happened. That was just so weird. I said it. Very rough. And now, he was supposed to start 3 minutes ago. I started on time. He hasn't, and then everything crashed and stopped working. But let's watch the daily wrap of him crying about Sonic.
Everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 17th of October, 2023. A new release streaming day, an interesting streaming day. Let's talk because I got a good amount to say about the stuff that we did today. A day
Guys, this is like when my trolls doxed me, guys.
And talked about it and determined what we wanted to do during today's podcast, which featured a lot of discussion. The Level 1 podcast today covered my final thoughts on Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was nice because I do feel like I had kind of mixed feelings about the game, and it was good to get it off my chest, as well as some big developments in the Starfield stream I had done the night before, and many other things. So a good podcast, good discussion. We actually had a big segment about upcoming movies and or television shows coming out, things that people are interested in seeing me watch and review for DSP Reacts. For example, people suggested certain horror movies and things. They also suggested new series. I guess Invincible Season 2 is going to be coming out on Amazon Video in early November and over the course of the month. And I was like, oh, that could be interesting to maybe watch the first season and then to actually cover the Season 2 as an ongoing thing on the channel. So some good ideas there and a good discussion. Had a good time on the podcast. And then today's big release, if you can't tell, was the release of Sonic Superstars, which I played on the Xbox Series X. So the game is a full retail priced game, $60 USD, okay? And
I had to spend, guys. None of my dumbass fans donated it to me. My dumbass fans were supposed to donate the game to me. None of them did, so I had to spend $60 of my own money. That was like 5 Hulk Hogan pulls, guys.
Started playing it. Initially, I realized it didn't feel like Sonic Mania, and I thought this was going to be like the spiritual successor to Sonic Mania, only taking the ideas of that game being a retro throwback game that was kind of like the real Sonic 4, but translating it into a modern game with better graphics and everything. It feels a little sluggish. It definitely feels like the characters aren't
You're
as fast
sluggish.
as
Everyone else in Sonic runs. He's nonchalantly walking around. Huh? This thing hit me from behind? How did it catch me, guys? Isn't Sonic supposed to be fast? Yes, when you push the button forward. But you don't run. You were literally walking. You were literally walking with Sonic.
say they were in Sonic Mania. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but it took a little bit of getting used to. I will be honest with you. I think the first entire 3 worlds were kind of boring. You start off in a very generic world that doesn't have much interesting elements or anything really going on. There's like Bridge Zone or something like that. And then I can't even remember the second world. I know the third one was like a forest or a tropical area or something like that. It really wasn't until World 4 that I felt the game got much better, which was a pinball zone, which reminded me a lot of the stage from Sonic 2 Casino Zone. It really reminded me of that, and that was nice. And then kind of got better from there. I'd say like stages 4, 5, 6, 7, as I played through them, I was enjoying it more and more. The soundtrack. Originally, I didn't like the music. It started to get more catchy later on in the game, too. It's really weird, because you would think, like, for a game like this, you would want the first stage to catch you and hook you. If you play Sonic 1, 2, or even 3, the first couple of stages are very catchy, good music.
Well, you didn't like it because you weren't given a $100 tip the
is a
second you
slow
started the
build,
game?
and the earlier stages aren't as good. Also, this game constantly throws bonus stages at you, and there's multiple kinds. There's bonus stages to get the Chaos Emeralds that are fully designed from a new perspective and nothing like the ones from previous games. There's classic minigames where you're in these like labyrinthian 2D mazes, and you're trying to get and collect medals or coins in those before you hit the accidental exit buttons or whatever. So there are these different optional things to do in the game, two completely different styles. In this game, when you get a Chaos Emerald, you actually earn a new ability, and you can have an option to use that ability during gameplay or not, which is kind of neat. However, I find that you can play the game without the abilities, so I basically forget to use them. I guess there's like an on-screen prompt to tell you when one could usually be used effectively, but I keep forgetting about it and basically just ignoring the element. There's 4 characters, and that's nice that it's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. And they all do play a little bit differently, although admittedly, it seems like Sonic is the more basic character that you would want to play if you want to kind of challenge yourself and play it like a Sonic game. All the other characters seem like cheat codes. Like, Tails can fly really high before he gets tired, so you can really miss jumps, and you can beat entire bosses based on the fact that he's so maneuverable. Knuckles, again, he can glide and hit things in the air.
Wow, the guy who's supposed to be super fast is also maneuverable?
Alone
Wow.
makes her so much more maneuverable and able to climb things better than most of the rest
Well, he's
of
playing
the
Sonic
cast,
again today, so he
the
should
double
be
jump helps a lot with
playing
bosses.
wearing the
You don't
same
even
Sonic
need to reach
shirt,
the
or
boss
a different
and
one
hit it.
anyways.
She can just double jump right.
But mind you, where the fuck is he?
Son of a bitch.
Good morning, everyone. Just a couple minutes ago, he finally showed up. Way to be late to your own streams. Again.
Into the weak spot. So it seems to me like Sonic's the hardest, and then the other characters are kind of like other levels of difficulty.
Yeah, can you imagine someone else bigger started making gameplay videos about his
stages?
shitty ass
So if you want the
gameplay?
most challenge, play the whole game with Sonic, right? So the thing is, I played for 3 hours, and my initial impression is I do like it, but at the end of the 3 hours I played, I beat 7 worlds out of 12. There's only 5 worlds left in the whole game, and then there's a battle mode where you build a robot using the medals or coins you found in the single player mode, and that's for online multiplayer, and then there's time attack, and that's it. That's the whole game. And it's $60. So I thought Sonic Superstars was going to be a playthrough that would take me a long time. I'd be balancing it with the other new releases coming out on Friday. It looks like I'm going to completely finish the game tomorrow.
What Sonic game has been 30 plus hours? I'm trying. Actually, let me use the Google machine. Average Sonic game. 'Cause I don't remember any Sonic game being, 30 plus hours or whatever. Oh, the original was 2.5 hours. And the original Sonic the Hedgehog, 2 to 2.5 hours. Sonic CD, 2 hours. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 2.5, 3 hours. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, 3 hours. Sonic and Knuckles, 3 hours. Sonic Black Knight, 3 hours. Sonic Forces, 4 hours. Shadow the Hedgehog, 5 hours. Sonic Colors, 5 hours. Sonic Mania, 5.5 hours. Sonic Generations, 5.5 hours. Sonic Lost World, 7.5 hours. Sonic Adventures, 9 hours. So congratulations. Even Sonic Unleashed, 13 hours. So the longest game was 13 hours. But they're usually around 2.5 to 3 hours. Gee, why did you think it was going to be a 30-hour game, DSP? None of them been that long.
What on earth? $60 for a game you can beat in 6 hours? That sounds like a ridiculous ripoff. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. But going off of what people have told me about the game, I think this may be one of the most disappointing games of the year. Even if the final 5 stages are outstanding, is it worth $60? You know, I'm gonna be hard pressed to justify that price tag. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on the first stream. Tonight's late stream, I decided to do something completely impromptu and unplanned. Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode. I hadn't played it since August 26th. So
You
almost
brought it up
2 months
during one of the streams
since
about
I
how you're
played
going
this
to play it
mode.
because you didn't want to play
And
online because you got
I'll be
your ass
honest with you
handed
guys,
to
I
you
had a lot of
again.
fun. Last time around when I was playing this, I'd unlocked the Dalsim moveset. And so tonight we were going all around the world. We had already unlocked most of the trainers. So it was more about focusing on the story. And we ended up doing more than 2 entire chapters of the story tonight. There was a tournament. There was mysteries to uncover, little twists in the plot and things like that. We did unlock a new trainer, Kimberly, which was nice. We leveled up the Dalsim trainer a ton and got a bunch of new moves and abilities from him. It was really fun, and it was a chill time. We had a lot of conversation, which was good. I really enjoyed myself. And the thing is, I think we're almost done. We're now around 15 hours in, and most people have reported the World Tour was about 20 hours long. From what I'm to understand, it's only 15 chapters. That's the whole World Tour, 15 chapters, and you're done, and you're free to open world roam and do side content if you want.
Guys, I don't have time for that.
Like by the end of tonight, we were at like chapter 13-4, so we're almost done with it. And people were like, "Wow,
ooh,
you
the black shirt bag? I don't know.
Like,
ooh, was tomorrow's day off? I think tomorrow's his day
I was
off.
gonna beat the story of this game. It was just a matter of when. I know we're 4.5 months into the game being out, but we're finishing it one way or another. So likely, what I will do, I will definitely keep my eyes peeled for open night streams. And if we have an open night stream with really not that much to do, I'll toss this in there, probably 1 to 2 more sessions so we can wrap it up, because I want to see how it ends. In fact, we had big plot developments on who the big villain is now in this mode, so I'm excited to see how that.
Well, I won't actually be watching
anyway,
him play Sonic because his gameplay's fucking boring as shit. And I'll be able to get back to Diablo 2 and Higurashi when they cry.
Sonic, so I'm not going to complain.
God, the anime is so fucked
Everything
up.
went pretty well, I would say.
Love it.
So tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. And tomorrow we're going to essentially see
the Diablo 2 Resurrected because the new ladder season came out last week.
I think we have a very good chance of beating Sonic tomorrow, which is sad. If they're really charging $60 for a 6-hour game, I guess we're going to find out. And then tomorrow night's late stream is more Starfield, which I'm actually
tomorrow
really
is his
excited
day
for.
off,
Last
so
time
we might get a black shirt
we
bag.
have all new story elements that were unlocked, and the story really advanced in a big way. And I'm curious where that story is going to go now, because there actually is.
And let's check will either be on the 21st, which is a Saturday, or the 23rd of Monday.
Is it that short?
Guys, it might be 5 days late. It might be how the fuck would it be 5 days late?
I hope you'll join me for my streams tomorrow. Remember,
it won't be the 22nd, but it'll be either the 21st or the 23rd.
Double release premiere, Spider-Man 2 as well as Super Mario Wonder, and it sadly is looking like we're probably going to finish up Sonic tomorrow, which means it would just be those 2 games as the major focus for the week. And what I would maybe do is balance those games with maybe some Street Fighter or Starfield over the week, since it looks like there'll be time now, because we won't be balancing 3 new releases anymore. So I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, but I'm excited.
I actually did add that to my watch list, but I just can't justify watching it. It's
all right. So
how the fuck could it be any good?
I had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Oh, by the way, for the record, we did have the Sonic hat today, which was exciting. I told you guys if we hit a tips goal during the Sonic game,
if the payment comes in on Friday, I'll know because when my payment will come in. Yay, $150.
I don't know if we'll do it again tomorrow, but it looks like that might be the last chance, because it looks like we're finishing the game tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Please have a good night. Be safe. See you tomorrow for my final day of the week and some fun gaming stuff. Peace out. I'll see you all then.
All right. Oh god, it's shitty, tacular music. I can read his chat, and then when he shows up eventually. As far as I know, everyone gets paid on the 21st. Like, that is the date that YouTube pays people, is the 21st. Let's see. Street Fighter 15 for. Well, he actually got those in order. The daily wrap, which should come at the end, not before those 2. Level 1 podcasts. 213, brand new release. 213. Good job, DSP. What a professional. 213. And I don't want to be watching a Sonic playthrough because A, it's usually so fucking boring, but.
Alright, guys, here we go.
Oh shit, a sledgehammer.
Oh, go away. I ain't watching no goddamn ads, especially not for DSP. Ace Man, how's it going?
We got jump also is B, and that's it. And of course you can do supercharge.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's that? Oh, it's an enemy. I immediately lost my ring. Oh, it's terrible.
Immediately got hit by an enemy. The enemy was standing there like, how did you not see the enemy there, DSP?
Not sure. I'd like to get up there, but it looks like you can't yet. Maybe you hit a ramp or something to get up there. You can't yet. Okay. Definitely feels like old school Sonic. It really does. It feels like Sonic 1 and 2. Oh crap, it's a platform. Let's find that. I'm skeptical about this soundtrack. This does not sound like a classic Sonic track at all, right? It really doesn't.
Sounds like Sonic
oh, crap,
to me.
It's a bonus stage. Get in there. Okay, what are the bonus stages in this one? Catch the Chaos Emerald. Press and hold A. Huh?
Press and hold A. How is it that hard to figure out? Press and hold A. Literally what they told you to do.
I'm very confused. What the hell am I doing?
The game. Press and hold A. What do I do, guys? What do I do?
This is weird.
I don't know, maybe press and hold A.
That's really weird. It was very hard to tell where you were going to swing. So I kind of got it by luck.
Oh, that's awesome, Lord.
I get the feeling
DS
it's
parody.
way harder, and you're gonna not to figure. Wait, I have a new power. Avatar? What the hell is that? Avatar. Summon a clone to attack your enemies. Select with the right stick. Okay. Press X. Huh? What? Can I turn the volume up? Do you guys think that the volume needs to be increased of the game? A little more? I could do that. If you think you want the volume up, I'll turn it up. There you go. I just upped it a little bit. That's confusing. A bunch of shadow clones run out and attack your enemies. You're doing shadow clone no jutsu. Okay, so that was a star post. I think that rejuvenated my ability, correct? So how do you use it like that? And then what do you press? X, they said?
No.
Shitty
Don't
ass.
shitty me. Wow, walked right into those spikes, DSP. Good job.
Oh, what's that up there? Oh, I wonder what that was.
Clown mode, activate.
Yo, what the hell is that? What's going on? What the? It's a bonus
No dying
stage.
of cringe.
Oh my god,
There
it's
goes
a
everyone
crazy
in
bonus
chat.
state. What happened?
It teleported you.
Catch the medals. So this is the classic bonus stage
That's neat.
from the original Sonic games. Sonic 1 had this.
Let's watch him fuck it
Oh,
up.
is there a time limit here? Or no time limit, just do it. Okay. Is there a way you can, like, fail? Yeah, you can go through there, and that'll screw you up.
Fuck it up.
Okay.
Damn it, he made it.
So there's different bonus stages.
He's not as thing as you drunk I
I
am.
just got an achievement. Whirligig World. Clear one bonus stage. So there's emerald stages and there's bonus stages, and they're different. Huh.
And today's is only going to be the second chance for him to get it, guys.
So I saw stuff back here too that I missed. I think there was a coin back here. Shit! I almost got hit again. 126 coin. Oh, nice. Oh crap. I thought there was a coin back here that I could have gotten. See it? Okay, let me get it. See? So what is that? So I got an optional coin, but I'm not sure what you do with those.
If it's you, DSP, it's probably going to suck at life. That's what you should do.
Okay. Oh, we could have gone the other way too if we wanted. Could have gone either way, I guess. So you don't. All you have is the down spin. That's it. You don't have the ability to hold up and do the in-place stationary run like you had in some Sonic games previously. There's also no force field abilities like Sonic 3. It seems very basic right now. What is this? What the hell?
You,
What the fuck is it? It doesn't do anything.
yeah. Go up and then.
Oh,
There you
it
go.
propels you in a certain direction. Catch the medals. We're in another
Kitty
medal
needs a
bonus
nap
stage.
already.
These are gonna get progressively harder, I can tell.
What? Challenges get harder as you progress in the game? No. I've never heard of that before, DSP. Challenges becoming harder as you progress in the game.
Oh god, this is bad. I don't like this. You wanna wait? Okay.
Oh.
Oh good, that was a good rotation. That helped a lot. I don't like the escape areas. It's annoying. Oh god, what's this? What's this? That's not where I want to go. Where's the emerald? Oh god, where's the emerald? Where's the, or not the emerald, where's the coin? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. No! Oh shit. Get it, get it.
Ah, he almost failed. That would have
Okay.
been great. Guys,
Oh,
don't
these
you want the
medals
hat? It's special. It's
Right?
only the last chance for him to wear
What
it
do
is
the
going to be
medals
today,
do?
guys.
Are they
So, you know,
currency
another
or something? Or?
Sonic game comes out and then he does it
Anything to
again. But
collect and check
hey.
them out? Hasn't explained anything yet, so alright. What the? Oh, that was not what I was expecting. I think I was supposed to just run in at standard. Let's see. Oh, that was really weird. And now, oh no. What did I just get? More rings? Can I jump up here? Oh, I can. There's more rings. What's up here? More rings? Damn, there's a lot of rings. How am I... Metal yet? What metal? Metal yet? How do I get...
But I like the
getting some
artwork behind him
metal, yeah.
is Mario
There's no
instead
metal.
of Sonic related or Sega related or literally
This
anything.
game's gonna have a ton
not
of hidden content.
a competitor
A
to
million
Sonic.
different things to find.
Guys, I'm going to be
Again?
playing Call of Duty today. Someone had Medal of Honor
Oh
behind
my
me.
god. Yo, there's certainly a lot of these metal stages. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. Oh, no. Oh.
Mind you, during the daily wrap,
many
he
metal
complains like,
stages.
"There's guys, there's
No!
not enough to
Oh
do."
god, I almost died already.
It's only 6 hours of gameplay, guys.
Whew.
And now he's complaining that there's too many challenges.
Oh god. There it is, there it is. We did it. Is that it? Damn, we didn't know that. We did 3 already. Why are there so many metal stages on the first world?
Oh, sounds like he's about to start.
Okay, let's continue. I don't get... Oh!
And he's gonna
Oh,
play
you
the
can
shitty
hold
music.
up. You can hold up on the D-pad. Oh, okay.
Guys, you can press
hold on, I'm gonna try
buttons to
that.
play the game.
See that? Okay, I didn't understand that at first. We have a
Wow,
balloon
DSP
there.
didn't understand something.
What is this? Oh, it didn't really do much. Balloon, what does that do? Nothing? Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped. I should have just ran. This is very confusing. There's a lot of new elements. So if I run, I can run up. Yeah, look, I can run. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped again. Oh. Okay.
I can run. Immediately jumps.
See that? You keep following the rings up, and you keep climbing up here and get bonus ring. How many rings should you get in one stage? I have 260. What does this do? Nothing? It just pops rings? There's some very confusing elements in this
It
one.
brought in other rings, dude. Did you not see the rings on the
Let's stay as
screen?
high up as we can.
Wear your
There's another medal.
glasses.
Okay. How many freaking medals are in this? It's a lot of... Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show, and welcome to my final...
Oh, shit.
podcast for Wednesday, the 18th of October, 2023. And
Guys, because tomorrow's the weekend. Oh, wait, no. Tomorrow's
today's one of those
Thursday.
days. What do I mean by that? Today's one of those days where we have to admit that sadly, it seems like we were a little bit duped. What does that mean, right? Well, we've been talking about this recently. I mean, notably over the last couple of years, but even just, the last few months, that it seems like every time that we are in a situation where we're about to be faced with a bunch of hot new releases, and it looks like these are surefire great games and winners, right? Like, there is no way that any of these games would be a disappointment. There's, tried and true franchises, IPs, game development companies that have done a great job.
So then he just released a new album in like 20 years.
Just seem like a pure setup for success, for great streams, for great playthroughs. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell?
Back in the day, this used to be a very, very dependable thing. We were just talking about this like a week ago. There used to be like game development companies that when they were making a game or a certain
I
franchise,
just googled it and went through like the longest game was 13 hours in the history of Sonic. The longest game was 13.
When that game came out,
they averaged 2.5 to 3 hours.
This was going to be an amazing, knock it out of the park hit. For everyone, for those playing, for those watching, for everything, right? But that was a long time ago,
Nort.
You think of the greats. Nintendo, Sega, Capcom, BioWare, Ubisoft, just to name a few. Companies that whenever they pump out a game, it's gold. And it's going to be a great experience and you're going to have a great time.
I mean, like Sonic, which is fucking gold.
In the modern gaming era, you could be looking at a game release schedule. And you could be looking at 3,
Cars Final
4,
Payment,
5,
yes! Go
6
Lord
games
DSP!
that are about to come out. And be like, there is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to play these, tackle them, enjoy them all. There's too many games, too many great games in a very short period of time. And I hate to say it, but more often than not, what's been happening recently is that when we get to that situation, landscapers show up.
Oh no, guys, not the evil detractor landscapers.
When we get to that situation, and we finally get into the thick of things, sadly, games end up being very, very disappointing, at least for some of that stuff. Now, this year, I can particularly tell you, there were some
What Sonic
hits
is he
that
playing? Sonic
I
Mania?
wasn't expecting to be as good as they were.
Because according to how long to beat, it takes 5.5 hours to beat.
When I played them and they ended up being so good. I would say the biggest surprise hit this year, for me, was Lies of P.
Lies of P was
I
fantastic.
was not expecting Lies of P to be that good.
It's like the
I thought it
landscapers,
would be
they're
another
two dark
Soulsborne,
skinned guys that remind him of
kind
Tevin.
knockoff, spin-off attempt, being that it's not made by FromSoft. We didn't know much about this company that had made that game, or anything they had done before. So you think, oh, this is going to be a first attempt, and maybe it'll be decent, but later on they'll make better games. And it ends up being essentially the best non-FromSoft Soulsborne game ever made. Like, the graphics, the gameplay elements, the story, everything just resonates. It's essentially the spiritual successor to Bloodborne that we've always wanted, right? But for every Lies of P, okay, we've got a Final Fantasy 16. A game that on paper sounds good. You've seen all the previews. It looks good.
It was good. Shut the fuck up.
And the game is just...
But there was a woman in it, guys. I can't look at a woman. I'm married.
Blasé storyline and really bad, repetitive, easy mode gameplay. And you're like, what happened to this franchise, right?
Don't do that, Jared. That'd be bad.
Now, I could easily go through all the different games from this year and tell you which ones were hits and which ones were misses, all right? But, particularly, this week,
yes, with Dorothy, I love it.
Was going to be a
So I played through and beat Lies of P twice.
Having to balance
First time legit, second time I used all the mods.
You know what I mean? Like, no way I was going to be able to beat them all in a short period of time. So it was going to be a struggle.
Enjoy my day off.
All these new releases. Because in a 1 week period,
watching
we
Higurashi
had
playing Diablo
Sonic
2.
Superstars, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, and Alan Wake 2. Also, while I wanted to at least maintain some gameplay of games such as Street Fighter 6 and Starfield without completely dropping them out of the rotation. Okay? And I knew.
I know, so he's playing Sonic Superstars.
Going to be a
also 5.5
challenge.
hours to beat.
And I was highly anticipating this. I got very hyped.
I don't get why he
Yesterday, I wore my
expected
Sonic
it to be
tie-dye
no
shirt. Hell, today
30-hour-long
I'm wearing
game.
this Sonic shirt. We had a whole Mobius layout on the podcast yesterday. I made the announcement that if we reach $100 in tips on yesterday's stream, that in a very rare move, I would wear my over decade-old Sonic the Hedgehog hat that I still have to this day, and I've worn for the most of the major Sonic playthroughs that I've ever done, including Sonic Generations, Sonic 2006, Sonic Mania, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, Sonic Boom, and others. Okay? I got hype. I got really freaking hype. With good reason. And then what happens? Why did I get excited? This is my fault. I hate to say it.
Yeah, excited. You guys are going to be lots of money for
I set
multiple
myself up for
streams.
disaster. Right? I did.
He probably saw
really
10
did.
streams
I
of
got the
him
whole
playing this
schedule
game,
clear.
getting
Remember,
$100 at
I
least to
purposefully
see the hat.
played Assassin's Creed Mirage a ton so that we could get through that game within a week to make room for all these new releases. Thinking, I'm going to need that time.
Yeah, he was complaining that game's too
What
long.
happened?
They have too much content, guys.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You ready? Because this is going to be the major story we're talking about today. I played Sonic Superstars yesterday. All right? And, man, let me tell you guys something. I'm pretty disappointed. All right? Yeah. To say the least. First of all, the first entire 2 to 3 stages of Sonic Superstars are very slow. You would say
You're
it's supposed
slow,
to be
DSP.
Sonic. Sonic's supposed to be fast. He's supposed to be lightning fast, and especially for a new modern
You
2D
were
Sonic.
playing him slow.
would think
You
they're
control
gonna
the
have
buttons
all
you
these
press.
new gameplay elements. They're gonna have super
You
speed
control the
that
buttons
can
you
run on a
press,
modern
jackass.
console. No. No. It
Yeah,
starts
Snort
off
Counter
really
Infinite,
slow.
as
It feels like you're
always.
playing Sonic 1 on the Genesis, really. I mean, there is some stuff in there that's fast, but the
There hasn't. The
controls
longest was
do
13
feel a little
hours,
bit
according to what I
your
Googled.
character is kind of on the
Longest
slower
was
side.
13 hours.
The game throws
Even then,
a
might be a
million
5 hours, 5 streams for him
mini
for
games
3-hour
at you.
streams.
And if you want to know the truth, the mini games, I was thinking about this after I played yesterday, right? They're so prominent because you're constantly doing them. You're either doing a Chaos Emerald ring where there's the new mini game to get the Chaos Emerald, which I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. This new mini game to get
It's
Chaos
literally
Emerald
press
is
A.
obnoxious. It's
You press A, Snort.
the emerald's in front of you floating away, and there's a bunch of dots. And all you're supposed to do is hone
press
in on
A.
a dot and press a button and hold it and release it. And you do a swing like Tarzan swing on a vine. You swing, okay? And you get momentum to push you towards the next group of dots to grab. Sometimes you get rings. If you grab a ring, it gives you more time because it's a timed event. And the more rings you get, the more seconds you get on the clock. Sometimes you get a boost. And the boost is what you absolutely need. You can't really get the Chaos Emerald without grabbing the boost. The problem is you don't have free control of yourself in the air at all. You just kind of swing with momentum and hope that you get near another thing you can grab and swing towards the emerald with. It really does seem completely random and out of your control. Unlike the other mini games that used to be in Sonic, where, yeah, they were difficult, but they were all mini games you could actually actively control and play. This one is just kind of like a weirdly designed, annoying one that is frustrating to try to do because you want to get the emeralds, right? That's one of the major objectives of any 2D Sonic game. And it really seems like sometimes it's out of your hands. You're just going to have bad luck. Problem is, it's limited the amount of attempts you have to get all the emeralds. So you just have to have good luck 7 times during the course of the game, or you're screwed and you can't get them all. The other mini game is the return of the Emerald mini game from the first Sonic the Hedgehog, the one where you're in that labyrinth and you're going through a maze and you have to hit certain things to make it spin faster or slower, and you have to try to avoid the things that suck you out of the maze, and at the end of the maze there's an item you need to collect. It used to be the emerald, now it's medals, okay? And I'd
Man, that's
say
a lot of snorts.
but this is so frequent. Every checkpoint you're going to get one. You're going to find other portals hidden and you're going to get them. So I was thinking about this. I was like, so yesterday I played Sonic Superstars for 3 hours, right? Out of those 3 hours, I would almost think, I'm not exaggerating, half the time I played, I was in a bonus stage. That's
But you're
how
still
lengthy,
bitching that the game is too
or how
short.
many, I should say, there are, and how much of a distraction they are. I feel like if this game didn't have the bonus stages, it would be even shorter, and it would seem like an incredible, ridiculously short game. Okay? even that being said, with the bonus stages, you know, yesterday I spent 3 hours in it, and I beat World 1, 2, and 3, all of which I found incredibly boring. 4, 5, 6, and 7 weren't bad. They felt more like interesting Sonic stages, okay? But in 3 hours, I beat 7 worlds. And I got 4 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And I beat a ridiculous amount of the optional maze stages and got, I think it was like 40 to 50 medals. And you might say, well, what are the medals for? Well, you wouldn't even know because the game doesn't explain it. But there's another mode outside of story mode where you build a robot. And apparently you can take that robot online for an online competitive mode called Battle Mode. But it doesn't have anything to do with the main game.
So it adds more content.
Right?
Mister, there's not enough content. It's too short.
I'm wondering, like...
Or you're just talking about how they have online content.
You to do in this game?
What are you banning now,
You're going to play through the story. You're likely going
to he thought he was going to be able to milk it for at
fast,
least 5 streams.
Right? And then you're going to play the battle
but apparently
mode,
it has
that's where the longevity
more
of the game is
content
supposed
than
to
he's
come
talking
from.
about.
Because if you guys don't know, Sonic Superstars has 12 worlds. 12. That's it. And we already beat 7. So today's 3-hour session.
And how do you know it has
12? The final worlds are double.
How do you know it has 12 levels?
7.
Oh, because you looked at guides.
And this game is a full $60 retail release game. This is not a discounted, you know, short game. They're selling it as if it's a full-fledged retail game.
It is.
It's not. At all. Not even close.
It is a full game.
Got confused, and they thought that this game came out in 1993. It's 2023. We are 30 years later. We have games coming out for $60 that last 40 to 60 hours, that have crazy long stories.
And you bitch
awesome
about
elements,
them, that there's too much in them.
Good stuff.
I'm not supposed to play all these games when they're all too long.
And this game is selling for $60 and you can beat it in 6 hours? And then what's the incentive to go back? Get collectibles and get trophies or achievements?
Yes. And play the online game.
You know, I don't know.
You just talked about the online parts.
I'm pretty disappointed right now. Now here's the thing. Each character plays differently. So you can argue, oh, you can go through the whole game and play it with a different character. I mean, that is true, but as we discovered yesterday, it seems like the base game experience is meant to be played with Sonic. Sonic has 2 abilities. The spin dash, where he presses down and the jump button and he charges and dashes forward. Or when you jump and you hold the button down, you do an aerial charge, and when you land on the ground, you can immediately take off and zip away with a speed dash. So he's got 2 moves, okay? But basically his jumps are pretty bad. Just like they used to be in old Sonic games, they're not very good. This game doesn't have any useful power-ups. Remember Sonic 3 where you get the double jump and stuff like that? None of that exists in this game. So basically you're just basic Sonic trying to go through the game, and that's the hardest thing. Some of these boss fights are actually
if you actually just play the fucking game,
puzzle in order to beat it.
Maybe you'd have more time for other games.
Basic Sonic. Okay? Now, there are 3 other characters. There's Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, and each one of them has unique movesets. Tails can fly.
So you can replay through the game with these different characters.
This fly is seriously better than it was in Sonic 2. He flies way the heck up there. And you can keep mashing a button and fly for a while. Now, he does eventually get tired. It's not infinite. But, dude, he takes off. And this is easy mode for exploration of the stages. You miss a jump? Who cares? Fly up there. Oh, I want to explore over there. I saw a hidden item. I passed it when I was zipping by. Who cares? Turn around, fly back. Super easy. And I almost feel like Tails is supposed to be easy mode. Like, for someone who's not good at these games.
So you love him.
You know, let's say you're playing it with your younger brother or sister and they're not good. They get to play as Tails.
Yeah, it's hardcore gaming season. Okay? He should be happy that
Knuckles,
he gets a shorter game.
He can climb walls and he can do his gliding punch. Alright? So definitely more maneuverable. Not as good as Tails, but still kind of neat. He has that special ability. I don't think he really could do much else, though. Like, I was looking, can he punch through a wall or do anything special? It doesn't look like it. It looks like that's it. He can just glide and grab and climb. So he's good, but definitely not as good as Tails, but still better than Sonic. Then you got Amy. Now, Amy has a double jump. If you want to talk about easy mode,
you're just talking about how there's no double jump, but there's a double jump.
Of the bosses of the game.
Just had to play a different character.
Because as I've been playing Sonic Superstars, I'm alternating what characters I'm using. For every stage, I try to mix it up. So there were a couple bosses I fought with Amy, And I was like, wow, if I didn't have double jump, I couldn't reach the boss. So I'd have to solve this puzzle or wait for this circumstance to happen to be able to platform up and hit the boss in its weak point,
banana.
and then wait again for that to happen. But because I have Amy, I go boink, boink, hit, boink, boink, hit, boink, boink, hit. Oh, I beat the boss. Oh.
You were just
She also
complaining
has
that there's
the
no double
hammer.
jump, and there
If
is
you
double
run
jump.
and hold the button, she like hammers in front of her. So I think it's just a running attack that keeps her like hitting enemies without having to dash into them. But basically, like every one of the characters, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, make the game very easy. Okay, Sonic, playing with him is way more challenging. So I recommend, if you're someone who likes classic Sonic games and you want a challenge, you got to play the game with Sonic first.
Yeah, you choose the
thing
buttons
is,
you
though,
press.
There are optional stages in the game that you absolutely must play the other characters in. They're only for those characters. So you're going to be stuck using them anyway, regardless.
Wow, you're stuck
the way,
using
hold on
these
one
characters
second.
that everyone loves. I'm a true gamer, guys. Oh, guys, there's landscapers. It might be coming for him.
Here we go.
Did he stop the evil landscapers from breaking in? Taking all
So
his
today is a
gin?
full sun day outside, meaning it is super sunny, which means it's going to get warmer in here. It won't be super hot in here because it's fall weather now. I think it's supposed to be like 73 outside, or 73 degrees. So it means it'll be like 80 something in here. It'll be warm, but thankfully it won't be like swelteringly hot summer weather, thank God. And then after today, everything is going to cool down for the foreseeable future. So for all the new releases and everything coming out next week, it's going to be nice, cool weather every single day in here. So I'm happy.
This guy
for that.
complains
It's gonna
about the
get
weather
to a
more
little
than
bit
people
of a
actually
warmer
work
day
outside do.
Anyway, so
Nice for
FYI, if you're interested in Sonic Superstars and you were thinking, wow, this is going to be this like the spiritual successor to Sonic Mania, and it's going to feel so amazing. It's going to be a modern 2D Sonic game, and it's going to be all this robust content and all this awesome. No. The first few worlds suck, just being honest. They really do. They're kind of boring. By the time the game gets good, you're already over a third into it. You're going to want to use the other characters because you want variety, but when you do, the game becomes too easy. The game is more about
But you love when a game
constantly
is too
doing
easy.
the mini games than it is the actual main stages. The mini games are more prominent than what you're doing in the main stages of the game, honestly. And it appears the game is way too short. It looks like I said we're going to beat it today, and it's like, what happened here?
Amazing how you know it's 12 chapters long.
2023, and this company that made the game didn't realize that people would want more out of a full $60 release. I'm really baffled at this one, especially because we had
You
Sonic
mean like
Mania.
putting in
Let me put it
online
this way,
mode?
okay?
And putting in different characters so you can play
Yeah.
through the same game with
Sonic
different
Mania
characters
had
and get
never come
longevity out of it?
I know that
No,
was
not DSP.
5-6 years ago. I can't remember when Sonic Mania, 2017, 2018. So it was like 5-6 years ago, whenever it was. If Sonic Mania never existed and this game came out, I'd be like, okay, well, I get it. They're trying to go back to their roots, and this is a good first attempt, okay? But we had that already. It was called Sonic 4. Anyone remember Sonic 4? It didn't do well. It came out and no one really liked it. And this basically feels like Sonic 4 Part 2. So maybe this is Sonic 5. But Sonic Mania came out. And Sonic Mania was everything we wanted from a 2D Sonic game. It had a retro feel and vibe. It had amazingly kicking tunes. It had gameplay elements that returned from the previous Sonic games and added in with even newer gameplay elements. It was lengthy. It was fun. And by the way, it wasn't a full $60. So to me, when this game comes out, I'm like, what happened? Something happened during development. And at one point they just said, meh, well, we're just going to release it. Really? And you're just going to see what happens.
DSP, you know so much
Throw it out
about
there in
game
the
development.
wild.
How many games
You know?
have you developed?
The thing that gets
Oh,
me
wait,
is,
you've never made
on
one.
Friday, we've got a new 2D
Currently
Mario
sitting on
game,
the his
right? Super
Mario,
Mario
yeah.
Wonder.
His Sonic Hat sitting on the floor.
You absolutely know that there's going to be direct comparisons between Sonic Superstars and Super Mario Wonder because both games are a return back to the classic 2D roots of these platforming franchises. Did they not understand that the game they were putting out was going to be strongly slammed and criticized when put up to another game of the same exact genre? How did they not figure this out? Right? Like, I really have no clue what the management were thinking who were running this project. Like, on no way, shape, or form could they have thought that this was passable and people were going to let this fly in 2023. You know? And again, the game isn't broken. It's not a buggy mess. It's not a joke.
So it's better
It
than
handles
anything
fine.
Bethesda puts
The
out.
controls are fine. It reacts when you press the buttons. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind
The
of black because
problem
there's
is,
Sonic on there.
It's just an awful
Oh wait,
value.
I'm in the way, aren't I? So you can't actually see the Sonic.
Terrible value for what's in the game. The game doesn't even feel as good as the last attempt to make a 2D
Sonic's
Sonic,
on
which
there.
was many years ago.
Because I'll chill
So
here
how
for a
can you
bit.
sell it for $60? If this game had come out as a $20 or $30 discounted title, I would have been like, all right, I get it. They knew that they didn't have a full game here for 2023 audiences, so they sold it on the cheap. But you know what? It's a good ride for what it is. That way you're not expecting that much because you're paying half price. You're expecting half the length of a real game, right? They charged full price.
Yes, for a full game.
That's just crazy.
With no bugs.
You know? I'm just like... So, this is what I mean, right? This year, it's like impossible to know what's going to be good. Like, I think we all thought Final Fantasy 16 was going to be absolutely amazing.
It was.
Right?
Shut the fuck up.
But a lot of us thought Starfield was going to be groundbreaking and different. Something amazingly new from Bethesda, right? It's like you can't trust anymore. You can't
Bethesda's
trust
still a good
tried and
game.
true game development companies.
It's a 7
to
out of
pump out
10.
good games anymore.
Nothing great, but
Because
nothing
every
bad.
time that you depend on them and you trust them, they let you down. And then you get a diamond in the rough like Lies of P. That's like, oh my god, I never expected anything
GOAT
would be
Game of
like
the
this
Year,
good. And the game
Baldur's
is
Gate
super
3.
good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm pissed off. All right, now I'm gonna still don't listen.
Expecting
Don't
to
listen
make
that
all
yet.
this money off
I
this
am
game, but
going
I can
to
only
enjoy
play
the
it
game.
twice,
We
guys.
got a whole
Well,
stream
why did you
today
play
that's
through
to
as different
finish it
characters?
off.
No, I can't
And
play
we
as
finish it
different
off
characters,
early.
guys. I already beat the
I'm gonna
game.
try, I
Give
guess,
me
another
money.
mode, which is what, battle mode. I at least want to see what it is because it's in the game. I have absolutely no desire to play it more than once. You know, I don't care about an online battle mode. I want to fucking just play a platformer. That was the whole point of the game, right? So
I don't want
I
to
will
play
give it a
the
shot.
game content that the game gave me,
But
guys, so I'm going to bitch that there's no
I
game
am
content.
upset
Because I'm refusing to play
my
the game
schedule-
content.
I literally laid out a schedule so that I would finish all the lingering projects that I was working on. I wanted to finish Lies of P,
Projects?
Resident Evil 4
They're
DLC
games.
in time to play Assassin's Creed Mirage within 1 week so we could finish Assassin's Creed Mirage. So now we would have time to play Sonic for 2 days and then have that be balanced with 2 new releases on Friday, tackle all those games next week before Alan Wake 2 comes out, right? This was my plan. And now all that plan's going to have to change because this game's going to be done today. That I paid a lot of money for.
I'm going to laugh if he doesn't beat it today.
Yeah, I'm upset.
I'm going to laugh
You
if he
know?
doesn't beat it today.
I'm
That'd be
tired of being
hilarious.
disappointed by these companies. It's enough of this shit.
Guys, now my
Like, it's
fans
time
donated to
fucking
me, so it's
start having
bullshit.
responsibility to the customer base. Stop making cash-in games. That's really what this game feels like. It's a cash-in game. They have the groundwork laid with Sonic Mania to make a better game. They just didn't go for that. They didn't really care. They wanted to put out a passable game, but charge double what the value was. And that drives me bonkers. We have enough competition now in the gaming landscape that just passable games are not good enough anymore, right? Like I said, we literally have their direct competitor, Super Mario Wonder, is coming out on Friday. You can't have a passable game come out 3 days before.
I was like, he was expecting to
It
have
has to be
that Sonic
outstanding.
hat
It
on
has
for
to
at
be
least
good.
5
It has to
streams.
resonate. It has to have value. It
He was
has to
going to
have
get
gameplay elements that you're gonna
$100 a
remember.
stream for
I mean,
5
hell,
streams.
even the
and then
soundtrack
Sonic had to
of
screw
Sonic
him out of
Superstars
that.
is far inferior to other Sonic games. I think there's been 2 stages that I've really liked the soundtrack. I think stage 4 and 5 were really good. And outside of that, I can't even remember any other music. What the hell happened here, right?
Exactly, Lord DSP Reeeee. His entire argument is that it's
So,
not 30 hours, so he can't milk it
yeah,
for more money.
I'm not very happy right now, all right? I thought for
Let's
sure
pin
this was
that.
going to be a week we were going to go into it positively and having fun with brand new
Positively.
games. And I'm not saying again
You
that
guys are gonna
Sonic
give me lots of
Superstars
money.
hasn't been fun. There's definitely a fun element there. But man, you want to talk about a disappointment. I would be, if I beat this game today, which it looks like I'm going to, I cannot see how this would not make my top 5 most disappointing games of the year. I don't know how it wouldn't. How do you make a 2D Sonic game in 2023 that's nowhere near as good as the one they made 5-6 years ago and charge full price for it? You have to be a fucking moron. Because what's going to happen now? No one's going to trust them. Sonic just came back last year with Sonic Frontiers. You understand? Sonic was on a big losing streak. Every game that was coming out, Sonic Boom, Sonic Forces, they all sucked. The one shining light that we had was Sonic Mania, with hope that in the future Sonic would go back to his 2D roots and have a great time, right? Oh my God, this is great. Maybe Sonic can excel as a 2D game again. And then the very first attempt they go to make a 2D game after that is a stinker. Like, what happened? Oh my God!
It's not a stinker. It's just
I want
shorter
answers.
than you
I'm
wanted
serious.
it to be, so you can't
I want
milk it.
answers. I want them to go into this fucking studio and interview the studio head and say, what the fuck is on your mind? Because I want to know how this game came out. I want answers right now. You're not allowed to leave your office until you answer. I want to know. I can't take it anymore. I've been doing this for 15 years. 15 years. Do you want to know the truth? All right, you want to know the truth? I've played this game for 3 hours, and we're going to beat it today. So far, Sonic Colors on the Wii is a better game than this game.
I don't know
Sonic
about that,
Generations is a better game than this game. So far. Now, I'm going to finish it. Maybe it's good at the end, right? But I'm just like, what on earth? What has happened? Why are we allowing this to happen? We shouldn't allow it to happen. This game should be taken to task. And I hope it does. I hope that people now will look at this and be like, what the hell just happened? How do we allow this? And how do we get duped? Because I got duped. I got duped. You know? Anyway, let's see what happens today. I am hoping for a good ending. Like I said, it actually did get better the further in I got. Like, I would say around stage 4, it got pretty good. I liked the stage. And, like, some of the other stages were pretty unique. They're just too short. So, if there really are 4 or 5 worlds left, I hope that they're really good worlds, and we have a good time, and we wrap it up, and it is a good overall experience. It's just way too short. I guess we'll see. But I certainly was never expecting that today, on Wednesday morning, I'd be sitting here telling all of you, it looks like we're going to beat the game I just started yesterday. And this is supposed to be the big start of a 2-week push of brand new releases. Like, what the It kills me. It kills me. I can't take it anymore, man. I can't take it anymore, man.
Do it.
I'm going to bubble my brains out. Okay. Excuse me. I need to calm down now. I need to calm down. Okay. Well, let's see what happens today. All right. What's funny is Avarice says, don't forget there's a Sonic hat eligible today. Well, you see, that's the thing. I actually made this playthrough kind of a special event. I dressed up for it. I had
He dressed up. He wore a Sonic shirt.
I had the Sonic hat eligible. And it's like, yeah, the game's over in 2 sessions. Wow, big deal, right? Like, what the hell?
See, that's what he's pissed off about. What'd you miss? He's pissed off that the game's only going to be 2 streams. He was expecting at least 5 streams of milking
Ladies and gents,
the Sonic hat.
That's my thoughts.
He thought he was
on
going to get at
Superstar
least
so
5 streams
far.
of at least
Obviously, I'll have
$100 to
more
wear the
in-depth
Sonic
thoughts
hat.
on Friday once we've
He's going to
completed
get
it, which
2.
looks like we're
So
gonna
he's
do today.
hating the
Okay.
game.
Last
That's the
night,
only reason he hates the game is that he
as
can't
a
milk it for more
one-off,
money.
we actually played World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6, and honestly, it was pretty good. We're actually near the end of it. I think the Street Fighter 6 story has 15 chapters, and we're at like chapter 13-4 now. Playing as Dalsim's build actually has been pretty fun because it allows you to do crowd control against a bunch of enemies. And the story actually has gotten pretty interesting, where you had to enter a tournament and fight a bunch of enemies. And there's the secret clandestine return of Shadaloo. And it sounds like JP is the new leader of Shadaloo because Bison's dead. So there's all this cool stuff going on in the story. We had a good time. We relaxed. We chilled.
I mean, he's happy with Jin and WWE
And just
champions.
so you guys know, I have every intention of beating the World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6. I don't know when. It could be this week. It could be next week. I'm not sure. But absolutely, we're going to beat it at some point moving forward. I want to finish it, even though
I
it's
love
been
you
4.5
got Tyler
months.
getting his
Yeah,
ass
I
handed
told
to
you
him
guys
on
I would
months, now he's
finish
going to
it,
focus on single
and
player.
we're on pace to actually wrap it up. In 1 or 2 more night streams, we'll definitely beat it. So for those that were here, thanks. If you didn't see it yet, check out the vids. They're on demand. I had a great time with it. I hope that you guys will check it out. All right. All right. So now,
Hey, we got hockey, we got baseball,
let's talk about
we
the
got
schedule
football.
for the week.
Pretty soon, I
Because
think
now this
basketball's
week's going to be
coming
weird
back.
because Sonic is probably pretty much not getting played again, right? So today, right
What
now,
about the
after we
online
finish this
content that you
podcast, I'm
mentioned?
going to go back into Sonic Superstars and we're going to beat it. If there's extra time after I beat the story, we're going to go to this battle mode and we're going to see what it is.
There
And
you go,
that's
play the
whole
battle
game.
mode.
That's literally it. So we'll see how it goes today, but it looks like today's the finale of Sonic. Tonight on the late stream, more Starfield. And you know what? For the first time in a long time, I'm actually genuinely excited for this. Why? Well, first of all, I like the late night chill streams we do with Starfield. But the game picked up big time in the story department last time we played it. There's some really interesting stuff going on now.
You control which quests you do.
So I'm excited to play it tonight and see where the
Like
story
when I was
goes,
doing the
and
one quest in the area I couldn't fucking get to until I got the Manda shit.
And keep going with it.
When I got to that quest,
wanna
like, holy
see
shit,
where
this
it's gonna
quest is
lead us.
awesome.
So
You control which quest you do, DSP.
6:45 p.m. Pacific time for Starfield fun and some action stuff going on. It's not just sitting around doing boring shit. There's actually interesting stuff going on right now in the game, so it should be a good time.
Ooh, nice, Greg. Sucks being a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
I will not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. Got some errands and things to run and do tomorrow.
Got
For
some
the most
eating
part,
out to
I'm
do.
hoping to have a more relaxing day. I haven't really had a relaxing day in a while, so I'd like to be home with my family and just maybe watching some playthroughs or watching some stuff. And
There's no time to play games off stream,
the gaming
but you're gonna watch other people
wanna
play
prepare
games.
For that, give my voice a little rest, because all week I talk all day, every day on stream. It's good to give my voice a rest and not have to talk all day on my day off too. So it should be fun. And then when I come back on Friday, double release day. Spider-Man 2 on the first stream, Super Mario Wonder on the late stream. That is right. Making this clear, there's no Friday night fights on Friday. We're doing all new release content on Friday. Okay?
Oh,
then on
poor
Saturday,
Jack's
we're
razor.
flipping those streams. It'll be Super Mario Wonder on the daytime stream and Spider-Man 2 on the late stream. Okay? Sunday is my React day. So we're going to do DSP versus the internet on the first stream. Now, the late stream on Sunday, I think we should break it up. Instead of doing Spider-Man or Mario, we could either do a night stream of Starfield or we could do a night stream of Street Fighter for variety to break up the week, okay? Because the rest of the week will be those two games. So I figure let's do a variety stream on Sunday night. What it'll be, I don't know yet. Maybe we'll talk about it Friday, Saturday to determine what we want to do Sunday night. And then basically Monday, we're going to do like Spider-Man and Mario.
So $70 to watch hockey's not that bad,
Spider-Man.
deal.
And then Wednesday will be the final day, and we figure, what do we want to do next?
And of course,
Do
we
we
get
want
the
to
Toledo
focus on either
Walleye.
one?
Usually
Want
called
to
the
do
Toledo
another
Storm.
random
They were
stream
much
like a
better at the
Starfield or
Toledo
Street
Storm. I
Fighter
don't
or
like the
whatever?
name Toledo
We
Walleye.
figure that out. But that's the week. No Sonic. If Sonic was in the mix, it would have been those three games all alternated all week long. But Sonic's going to be done. So really is going to be a huge focus on Spider-Man and on Mario. So I hope that you guys will join me for that over next week. Pretty much double.
I hope you guys will give me
all
money
week
for
long,
those.
Okay? Now, a week from Friday, which is the 27th of October, we've got Alan Wake 2 coming out. And yes, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm excited for it. Please, Lord, oh my God, please, Remedy. Please, if you, Remedy Games, anyone who works for them, the management, please listen to me. Please, someone send this message to Remedy Games. Please, please let Alan Wake 2 be good. Please, please.
Please let it be at least
It's
30
been
hours
too
long so I can
Waited
milk
way
it.
too long for another Alan Wake game, okay? Alan Wake was a very special game back in the day for me. It was a very creepy, thriller-like game. A lot of people liked watching me play it because of the story element.
Oh, wait, wrong thriller.
At that time, I hadn't played many games like that on YouTube. I really enjoyed
not
it,
touching
even
that
though
collection
admittedly near
yet,
the end of the game, it kind of got a little bit too grindy and repetitive. Overall, it was a unique experience, and I really enjoyed it. And over the years, people still remember Alan Wake. I mean, I've replayed the game when it was remastered. I played that American Nightmare DLC expansion. You know, it still has a place in gaming culture. People still talk about
Well,
Alan
when the game's
Wake.
30
People
hours long.
still
Guys,
enjoy
this
the
game's
game
too
a
long. I
lot.
should have been in this game two
So
streams
for
ago.
me,
It's still going.
I'm really
We're
hoping
just
Alan
bitching
Wake
about
2
Sonic being too
is good.
short. Yeah, that's
And it's
different, guys.
exciting
Give me
because
money.
It looks like it's a combination of the original elements from the original game with a strong horror element this time, gore and real
Or an
risk
Alan Wake
and
game?
stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Never.
That's cool. I
What's
hope
next?
so.
Shooting
I hope,
demons
you know
in a
what?
Doom
You know,
game?
this game could actually take up the reins for missing survival horror games of the old style. Like, there's no more Silent Hill or anything like that right now, right? I mean, maybe it's going to come back, but this could be a good game that actually gets our juices flowing for that element. And by the way, it comes out just a few days before Halloween. What a perfect time for a game like this. So Remedy, please let this game be good. Please, no more disappointments in 2023. I really want to be happy with this game and be excited and be able to talk to my audience and enjoy it.
I
every
don't know
day
if he
and be
say
like,
something
wow,
on
I can't
Alan Wake,
wait
but he
to jump
probably
back
did.
into this thriller game again today. We're going to have a good time together. It's going to be scary. It's going to be fun. I really hope it's good, man. Please.
I really hope
Don't
you guys give me a lot of
disappoint
money
again.
for it.
No more big disappointments this year. I've had enough. I can't take another one. My heart, my gamer's heart, is palpitating with worry that Alan Wake 2 will be disappointing, and I hope it won't be. Seriously, I hope it's good. Good Lord, I hope so. Okay. Anyway, so that's on the 27th. And then keep in mind, on the 31st is my Halloween marathon. And if you guys have not yet, please vote on the games you want to see during the Halloween marathon. The one game that is locked in and we're absolutely going to play is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was the members' nomination. But you guys are currently openly voting on a series of games to be played during the event. And as of this morning, here are the preliminary results. You ready? Right now, with a monstrous lead.
Resident Evil 0, I'm guessing.
The Count's Sesame Street Counting Adventures. Wow. I was not expecting that. So we're going to say one piece of candy. Two pieces of candy. No. It's Resident Evil 0. I was not expecting that. And it seems like we're going to have to start talking about what version of the game I should get. I have
You already have a version of it. Just play that one.
That I believe I could just re-download and play on my PS5. I'm not sure. I think I can. Because I'm pretty sure I played it last time on my PS4. I got to figure this out. Or there is a version on Steam. But I don't know if that's the same as the PlayStation version or not. So I got to figure this out. Like, I want to play the best version, but I don't know what the best version is. So it sounds like we need to start talking about.
So it sounds like you guys need to do the research for me. Me.
And in second place is Phasmophobia. All right? Now, things could change. There's still, about a week and a half left until Halloween. And the poll will stay open. We have over 1,200 votes and climbing on this poll. All right? Other games
1,200 votes on a 207,000
Murder House
sub channel.
Trilogy. So if you haven't voted yet, I don't know what you're
subs. He has 1,200 votes.
All right, you can type !Halloween into the stream chat right now, or you can just check out the community tab of the channel if you're watching this on demand. And please vote. All right, vote. Very important that your voice be known for this event. Now,
how many of those votes are from people like me that know he's gonna hate Phasmophobia? So they voted for that.
Halloween costume.
But they're not subs.
It's going to take a few hours to get the animatronics working properly. But once they are, I'll be here in costume all day long. I'll be drinking during the day, I'm sure. There's going to be a meal that I'm going to order
every day
and be delivered. So we'll do a feasting with Phil during the event. And there's going to be a tier maker that we're doing as well. That's Halloween horror related. So hopefully all goes according to plan. We have a great Halloween marathon. I do this once a year. I always have a great time with it. One final thing to remember, there's a suggestion box going on, and that suggestion box is for suggestions for improvement here on the streams. You guys have submitted a ton this month, and we're going to start reviewing
and you've ignored all of them.
You
said no.
Right here on the Level 1 podcast. So please submit your suggestions. Again, it's
I don't know if you ever played Night Trap. That's a good question.
In the chat for that link, or you can check out the community post from earlier this month here on the channel as well. Okay? You want to know one thing that I would love? That I think YouTube should do.
For everyone to give you all the money?
Pin community posts. Because you can't do that right now. When you do a community post, it just goes there. But I do a bunch. Like every day I do a community post whenever I go live.
Mind you, it wasn't until last year you finally started using community posts?
If any other things going on,
you went like 13 years without ever using a community post.
And then I do like posts for these
and I made fun of him for not ever using them. Now he's using them.
Pin these polls so they're always at the top of the community posts page. So you can find
sure
them
in the
but
fucking
right now you can't do that on YouTube. I would love that.
Number one suggestion. You'll never do it.
Implement something like that because I could post stuff to my freaking.
This is a therapy session.
But nobody cares about X anymore. Really, X has gone like this in the last year. No one gives two shits about that anymore. It's really losing prominence. It's pretty sad.
Gonna give it to you.
How bad Elon Musk has fucked that fucking site up. So pretty soon, I get the feeling it's just gonna be me posted on YouTube. It is what it is. Anyway, so that's what I've got for this week. I just want to double check, but I'm
pretty sure. I wonder if he hates Elon Musk because he's African.
Let me see here. You might
technically he is African. He's from Africa. We know how much DSP hates people from Africa.
Yeah, you might have noticed this week that I didn't.
Well, because the people who made him because mind you, he never made a YouTube short in his life.
The reason is
someone else
there
made
really
a YouTube short for him.
wasn't any news,
and he pissed that guy off, so the guy stopped making shorts for him. So
week.
no more
There's
shorts.
Nothing really going on in gaming. I feel like there will be soon. With all these new releases coming out, people are going to start talking about all these different games. You know, a lot of reviewers are saying, oh, Spider-Man 2 is amazing. Okay, great, but the game's not out yet. Let's see when it comes out if it's good. But there's really nothing definitive happening in the realm of game news this week, which is why I really haven't even done a DSPN segment. There's
I'd say the
nothing to talk about.
majority of
Hopefully
his
there will be stuff to talk about. You know, whenever I
people
come
watching
back
are
from my
probably
break,
trolls
usually there's a
there
bunch
to make
of
fun
news,
of him for his
so I guess we'll
bullshit.
see. I have the wrong date on my stream. Thank you. I'll fix it.
Well, you just now noticed that today's the 18th and you still had it on the 17th.
It was a typo.
He just
Here we go.
now noticed he had the wrong
Corrected.
date on there.
Save. And now we're good. Thank you for telling me so I can fix it. I appreciate that. Please, whenever you see that, you see a typo anywhere in my content, let me know and I can fix it on the fly. Thank you, thank you. Get the 2016 HD remaster of Resident Evil 0. It plays good on PS5. Is that a new version? Because the version I had was... It came digitally as a code with the collector's edition of Resident Evil 6. That Resident Evil 6 came... Just listen to this. Resident Evil 6 came with Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4... 0, and Code Veronica X. And what it was that most of those games were codes. And they were all just get the games off of PSN. So you basically own like the whole anthology of Resident Evil games if you bought the collector's edition of Resident Evil 6. So I bought it, and for years I didn't use them. And then one summer I was looking for something to do, and I was like, oh shit, I got all these codes. So I just popped them all in.
I so much shit doesn't even realize he
has
has
just played
it.
them all. And I was like, oh, okay, this will be
Typical
fun.
DSP move.
So I did. That's how I handled it. So, you know, if that's what I own, that's what I'll play then. Whatever this version is, that's what I'll play. All right, I guess we'll have to figure this out in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, all right, so that's really all I got. I don't have news today. There is
God,
none.
we're gonna be doing Q&A
thank you
now, guys.
For chilling. Please support the streams today. Remember,
Q&A time now for the next 8 hours.
This Sonic hat.
That are playing the
Probably
game.
the last time in a long time you're ever going to see it. If we hit the hat goal today for tips, I will put on the Sonic hat. Okay? So please consider tipping today if you want to see this. Plus, just in particular, tips would help me a lot. I have to buy 3 or more games in the next week, plus more games coming out in November, plus my YouTube payment's about to be delayed. Normally I would get it on the 21st, but it's going to be several days delayed, and I got other bills in the meantime I need to pay. So tips right now would help a ton. So
what
please
bills do you have coming out on the freaking 20th?
And to help me out
the 21st,
next week
22nd,
would
23rd,
help.
whatever.
Anything else is also appreciated. You know, we lost a ton of members because a lot of memberships expired.
And you've been harping on tips instead of memberships.
Back on the right direction of memberships. So maybe consider a membership or a gifted membership today. You know, super chats are appreciated. Anything's great, but particularly tips would help a lot right now.
Particularly give me money.
Sonic hat today, so please consider it. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, let's do shout-outs, shall we? Well, on the YouTube side of thing, it looks like we do not have any shout-outs to do. There's been no
Oh, you poor baby.
no super chats.
There's no super chats
No
or
gift
memberships, guys.
So I have nothing to shout out on that side yet, but we will, I'm sure. By the way, I rotated the animations around, and now the lower tip animations are newer because they were the higher tip animations for the first half of the month, but I rotated them around. So now you're going to get to see the lesser used animations more often for the second half of the month. I hope you'll enjoy those. We saw some of them yesterday, and people were like, oh, those are really cool. So, yes, anything you contribute, you're going to see a cool Halloween animation, and you'll probably see newer ones today that you haven't seen before. Okay. First tip is a $3 tip.
Because he wants it all, and he wants it now.
From an anonymous tipper. You watched part of the pilot of the Amazing Digital Circus on your React show this week. Did you ever go back and watch the rest of the video? No, I didn't.
I don't do shit unless you pay me for it.
I'm a pretty busy dude. You know, having a family here.
You're not busy. You have nothing going on in your life.
Back in the day, I probably would have watched it right away because I actually found it intriguing. I thought it was interesting. I was like, I wonder what the show is going to be. Is it going to be horror? Is it going to be comedy? Is it going to be drama? Is it going to be a thriller? Is it a mystery? You can't tell. From like the 5 minutes of this pilot that I watched, I couldn't really put my finger on what the show was yet. But the animation quality was good. The voice acting was good. All I wanted to know was if the plot was going to be good, but you can't tell yet. It was too early. So I probably would have went back and watched it, but I'm very busy now. For example, you know, this week I watched Scream 6. I watched Halloween Ends.
600
I'll be
eggs, you still don't have a
reviewing
shiny?
Halloween
Holy
Ends
shit.
over on DSP React. So that review will be coming out. In the free time I have to watch a couple more Halloween-themed horror movies and review those by the end of the month. Coming up next, I'm going to be watching
to review these horror
Invincible, 'cause
movies,
you said
guys.
you wanted
He
me to
has
review
to.
Invincible Season 2.
It is the
Well,
law.
I gotta watch Season 1 first to know what the hell I'm watching, right? And then outside of that, everything else is just, I'm busy spending time with my family and everything. So I haven't really had a chance to sit down and do much. If I get a chance, I'll give it a look. But honestly, it intrigued me. The production quality looked great. But I have no idea if the show's any good because I haven't gotten past that 5 minutes we watched on my React show. So, there you go.
Hint, hint. Nominated again,
okay.
guys. Nominate the rest of the season on my channel,
tip
guys. Nominate it. Hint, hint.
From an anonymous tipper. First and foremost, I hope that you're doing well. Secondly, today's actually my birthday. Ironically,
my birthday
on
money.
Pre-stream slides, the retro gaming with Nintendo console has a camera timestamp of my actual birthday. Oh, I don't think I've ever even looked at the camera timestamp, honestly, on that thing.
Why would I look at that,
Cool.
guys? It's not money.
Happy birthday. I hope you're going to have a good day today. Then they said, P.S. You have October 17th in your stream title. I fixed that already. Thanks for telling me. And they wanted to ask the Magic 8 Ball, will Sonic outrun a fireball thrown from Mario? Would Sonic outrun a fireball thrown by Mario? So, I have the 8 Ball's answer, and now I'm going to elaborate on it. So that 8 Ball says don't count on it. All right? And I know what the 8 Ball is saying. Here's what the 8 Ball is saying. Normally, Sonic the Hedgehog would outrun the fireball from Mario. In fact, he's run so fast, he probably would have put out the fireball. With the speed, the wind would have just put it out, right? But in Sonic Superstars, he's so sluggish and slow, the fireball's probably faster than him.
Once again, you control the buttons, DSP.
So thank you, Magic 8 Ball, for that tip. That's an anonymous $8 tip. There we go. There we go.
You kids and your shinies. Back in my day, we had one kind of Pokemon and we liked it.
And looks like another tip has come in. Dan the Man has tipped me $2. And he asks, Phil, did you ever...
Back in my day, we had
Nidorina
and Nidorino, and those were the only gendered Pokemon.
The question is, what do you mean? Because when you say haunted house, I guess there's two kinds. One would be a staged haunted house meant for amusement purposes, where you pay an entry fee, and you go inside, and you're scared by people in outfits who jump out and try to creep you out.
And look
right?
like a ghoul,
It's
like
supposed to be meant
DSP.
for fun, safe fun, correct? Or you could mean a real haunted house that apparently
And I've done
has
both.
apparitions, ghosts,
They've
goblins,
even acted
and
in a
ghoulies
haunted ship.
that
It was
try
awesome.
to actually scare the bejesus out of you and sometimes even harm you for impeding upon their personal space. Right? So, if you're talking about the former, yes, I've been to a staged haunted house. I remember particularly going to one when I was a kid and being scared by it. But it was so long ago, I couldn't tell you where it was, when it was, what it was. I just remember people in costumes jumping out and chasing me, and I was like, oh shit, and I pooped. Okay, I didn't poop, but I was scared. I remember screaming.
Alright, you gotta bring up butt stuff.
A real haunted house, no.
I've done a couple of
Anywhere
escape rooms before.
at
In
least
real life
willingly
and in
or
VR.
knowingly. I've never been to
First time I did an
that's
escape
supposedly
room,
paranormal.
we won.
When
Second time I did one, we
first
lost.
started
Disappointed.
on YouTube, and I was becoming very popular.
Does look a bit
as
like a
Let's Player,
Pixar,
and
doesn't
I was
it?
making money, and everyone knew who I was. I was debating doing something like that. I actually always was interested in the paranormal. And I was like, dude, I wonder if I could take the opportunity to maybe just branch out from just being
I've done ghost hunts before.
and maybe
Got
have
the
like,
video
a
on my
group of
channel.
people I hire, and we go around and we investigate stuff like that and make a series on YouTube, right? Of course, nothing ever came of that, ever. Nothing. I never even got to step one. Never really even got off the ground with that idea. But what's funny is you can watch Chris Borez, the irate gamer, in his paranormal investigation series on YouTube, because apparently he did just that. And he apparently appeared on his local news and everything.
Good for him.
And it's, what the fuck? The irate gamer thought that he was going to become a paranormal investigator. Of all people.
Why not?
The last person I would think about was the half-rate AVGN knockoff was going to become a paranormal
Don't
investigator.
talk about yourself
and
like
then
that,
knock off
DSP.
paranormal investigations. Like,
Take a sip, you sleazy asshole.
anyway. So the answer is no. Never really been to a haunted house. Never really done anything like that. And by the way, you said, do I believe in the paranormal? I've answered this every single time. Whenever I say, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in the unknown? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you think any of this? It's this simple, okay? In my lifetime, 41 years on this planet and climbing, I've never once seen something, all right, that has made me believe that aliens exist, that ghosts exist, that demons exist. I've seen some fucked up stuff, but nothing to that
What,
extent.
your reflection in the
Mostly it's
mirror?
just,
But
there's always a bad explanation, like humans are really fucked up people and do fucked up things to each other. But I've never seen actual evidence of anything beyond or above that, okay? So, just because I have not seen it or experienced it,
Lord
does not
DS
mean it
Parody,
doesn't
did you see
exist.
my post under
There's a
your
lot of things I believe in this plane of existence.
Vaporeon
that
post?
Perhaps we don't know and don't understand. We don't have scientific documentation for. You know, maybe there is something out there that's paranormal.
Want to see a
But
ghoul?
the
Just
reason
look in
we
the
call it
mirror,
paranormal is
dude.
because we just don't have the scientific explanation for it yet. Right? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a closed-minded dude. I'm not going to say, because I haven't seen it, it doesn't exist. That'd be pretty stupid, no? Because here's the thing. I've never been to Japan, but that doesn't mean Japan doesn't exist, right? I've never eaten a delicious beef Wellington from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm sure it does, right? So, just like the beef Wellington, I think that ghosts or aliens could exist, and maybe they are delicious as well. I wouldn't know.
The government has confirmed aliens, or at least UFO stuff exists.
I will have a chance to sit down.
Never
and
actually
just
shown any
chow
real
down
evidence of it.
on a ghost.
But
or
do
an
aliens
alien.
exist?
In that case,
Yes. Have they been to
then
Earth?
maybe,
Who knows?
I'd be able to
That
give you a better
technology may not
answer.
exist.
But I'm not going to be closed-minded. I'm going to say it could exist. I just don't know if it does because I haven't had a chance to eat it yet. So I'll leave my mind open. There you go. All right. Anyway, that was pretty terrifying. Let's continue. Purple Aki did a hold on. Purple Aki became a member, but you already were a member. Oh, okay. It must have popped their membership message because I know for a fact I saw when they became a member recently. Okay, so Purple Aki popped their membership message and says Sonic should have bigger biceps. Well, there you go. Everyone knows that Sonic lifts. And this game is not a proper representation of Sonic the Hedgehog, and we all know that, right? Okay. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I had to talk about today. All right? I've talked about my topics. I got the rant about Sonic Superstars off my chest. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. So now, I'm going to open
Dan
up
the man just
the
gifted
chat for a
5
little bit of Q&A.
memberships, guys.
Whatever you guys want to talk about.
just save the channel.
Okay.
We're gonna be back up to 479.
Any contributions come in,
Congratulations,
I will shout them
DSP. You
out.
saved the channel.
Okay. I just received
Mexico showed
5
bodies,
Ethan
but I don't know if they were
memberships.
convinced to be aliens.
Congrats to Clyde, the Drew Corporation, Shaunalu26, Flip the Trees, and Bo Knows Tecmo. Thank you, Dan, for gifting 5 memberships to the community. If anyone just got a gifted membership, be sure to thank Dan for that. Okay? And awesome. Thank you, Dan the man, for getting us back on the right direction when it comes to memberships. So many had expired. Derek says, in 2016, I played the HD Remastered Edition of Resident Evil 0 in January on hard difficulty on PS4, no face cam. Yeah, but from what I'm to understand, the new version of Resident Evil 0 was made in 2016. And I played a version that I already previously had a code for that existed before 2016. So no, that I didn't play the 2016 version.
Secret life of
to my knowledge.
whatever.
The only way we'd know is if I boot up my PS5 and I look at my digital library and it should be listed there, and it should say what version it is. But I won't know. Right now I'm on my PS5 or my Xbox. My PS5 is not hooked up, so I wouldn't be able to do that right now. Maybe when later today, I have to. Well, probably tonight after my late stream, I'll probably purchase and start pre-installing Spider-Man 2 and Mario. So maybe when I do that, I'll take a look and try to figure it out. Cool. Oh, man. All right. Oh, Jade, you're not going to stick around for Sonic? That's right. Jade, it made you sick yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, some of these games.
How did the game make him sick?
And have an insane amount of action.
It's not VR.
Flashing. I can understand.
VR will make people sick from simulator sickness, which is the exact opposite of motion sickness.
I think is it called
I suffer from it. Not as bad as I used to because
if there's just too much.
Pretty much the cure to simulator sickness is just work your way through it.
Like I think the same thing happened with Armored Core. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Jade. I hope that you'll come by when you can. Maybe tonight for Starfield. Right? Because I think that one's. I mean, that one's so low frame rate.
Oh, so it's confirmed he actually has epilepsy, not just DSP making shit up.
What's going on because there's such low frames that you're just sick anyway, right? Sheesh.
Mhm.
16 days to your birthday, Juan.
Sometimes I feel like I was put on this planet to do something,
it's going all right.
but I forgot what it was. So I can do whatever I want, like
pure
make fun
sun
of DSP.
outside, meaning this office is going to heat up, and the landscapers have to fucking be outside
the
today.
Landscapers are stalking me.
So that means eventually I have to close my window when it gets too loud, and it's going to get hot as shit in here. And that pisses me off. Why does the sun have to come out the same fucking day as the fucking landscapers? It's a bunch of fucking bullshit, and I'm fucking tired of this fucking bullshit. Enough of this fucking fuck.
Oh, those dang landscapers are getting to him so badly. I love it.
I'm a little upset. Yes, the Final Destination series is horror movies, and I've seen almost all of them, if not all of them, Derek. By the way, Derek, are we looking good for the tier maker for Halloween? Is it looking good like it'll be done? Because I'd like to have it maybe a day or two before, just to set it up. I know you've been working on that all month. How's it going? Well, can we have a status update on the horror movie tier maker? If you have one, that is. Okay.
Oh god, he's having him make the tier maker. How many porn parodies are going to be in that tier maker?
Why not have a fan? I do have a fan. It's blowing right now.
And why are you bitching about the heat,
it's on
jackass?
me right now. It's a tower fan that goes back and forth and oscillates. It is looking good. Derek's looking good. He's looking for just a few extras to add. Sounds good.
So he's looking for porn parodies to put in there.
I'm looking forward to that tier maker on Halloween. Should be great. Yes, it is fall in Seattle. Outside, it's only in the 70s. It's supposed to be like 73 degrees today, but it's full sun. And when it's full sun,
guys.
Not a cloud in the sky, wherever there's full sun, it's going to heat up. And the problem is my office
it's still going to be 73 degrees.
So it just heats up like an oven. And there's nothing I can do. If it were no landscapers out there, then it would be a little better. But when the landscapers come by, then I have to close the window as well. So now I'm going to have no proper air circulation. There's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing I can do about it, guys. These assholes are doing their jobs. How dare they work?
We ran into her. Okay. Shit for Brains, thanks for the $2 tip. Yes, I've heard all about drama about YouTubers doxing other YouTubers and being horrible to each other and demanding that each other be removed from the platform and all kinds of shit. I will say this,
about me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am incredibly happy to have been staying out of all kinds of drama recently. Have you not noticed that there is no drama whatsoever going on around here? None. Absolutely not. People try. Oh, they try to bait me into it all the time. Absolutely they do. they'll ask me a question about another YouTuber. They'll ask me a question to talk about this or that. What do you think about this with Boogie? What do you think about this with this person? I'm like, nope. Absolutely not. I am not taking your bait. I want nothing to do with these people. Absolutely nothing. Remember, I am on an island. The island of Phil. I live here by myself, and my community can watch what I do here, and that's it. I want nothing to do with any of these other fucking people. Nothing. I want to be left alone because they're all nuts. Seriously, they're all fucking crazy. They all want to constantly be railing on each other and attacking each other and being toxic to each other and gunning on these bandwagons against each other and doing all this horrible shit, right?
Ooh, Chill Murray also
I've had
got the
enough.
Tekken 8 beta. Nice.
I really had enough. So earlier this year, you know what happened. You guys know all about all the nonsense that happened with an interview and trying to pull me into a podcast and trying to pull me into this and that. And I said, enough is fucking enough. If anything, all this has shown is that all these people are all in it for themselves. All they care about is their own personal gain, very short-term personal gain. Because if anything, what they realize now is that drama-style shit is very flash-in-the-pan, instant, gratification style attention. That just goes
As he
away.
brings it up.
The moment that the drama side dies down, these people are no longer pertinent. No one gives two fucks about them anymore. It doesn't matter how many YouTube boxing matches they do. It doesn't matter how many fucking
Guys, you want to hear outside my
political rants
windows?
they go on. It doesn't matter,
Landscapers,
and I'm talking about a
neighbors,
lot of people in general. It's
landscapers.
not just one person. It's a lot of people.
The neighbor's
this
old.
Year
I get
that
it.
have tried to pull me into stuff.
I was his
They
age. I wouldn't want to
outright
mow either.
threatened me. I got threatened this year with all kinds of shit. It's like, are you out of your mind? I'm a guy who literally just sits right here and just plays games and talks with you guys about silly stuff every day.
First,
Why
it
on
makes it
earth,
about him.
of
What
all
else would he
people on
do?
the planet to go after a threat? Why would you threaten me? You see me as a threat that you have to threaten me? Me, Joe Nobody, Mr. 300 views on a stream. You think I'm a threat that you have to come and threaten me, right? These people are just out of their minds. They are. They're fucking nuts, And if anything, the fact that when I pulled out of all that drama earlier this year, right? The fact that they continued and tried to keep pulling me back in is just absolutely crazy. And I think it should be representative of how those people are versus me. I want nothing to do with that. I just want to make content for my community and have a good, chill time with all of you every day. Those people, the only attention they can ever get for themselves is to create more drama. So anything they can do, to
He doesn't
create
care about drama as it
they
brings
will
up
do.
drama,
Because
right?
that's their popularity. They don't have anything creative. They don't have anything positive or constructive to offer to the planet besides bringing down others or self-degrading themselves for the sake of clickbait views. So I have nothing to do with any of that shit. You know what I mean? I let them be. And, I don't want anything to do with this YouTuber's doxing this one and yelling at this one and screaming at this one and creating this situation and that situation. Let them all do it forever. I don't care. I have nothing whatsoever to fucking do with those people. Nothing whatsoever, And if anything, what you can see is everything that I've said over the years is true. Everything that I've ever said about this stuff is always correct. But people don't want to believe Darkside Phil because they turned me into a negative meme. So they say, oh, he's a clown. He's a joke. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Everything I've said about this shit is always correct. All right? Earlier this year, I was repeatedly threatened about a podcast, correct? Which I never had any intention of ever being a part of, right? Then I was offered to be a part of a different kind of podcast.
Local
That was going to be way
podcast.
more positive than this toxic one. And I
No.
said,
All right. The Local podcast recorded 2 episodes and then never released. The Local podcast recorded 2 episodes and never released. He could have gotten $50,000 to record 2 episodes that never released. He could have gotten $25,000 per episode that never released. Why not? GTG went over this. Apparently, Keem was now busy with fights and all the other stuff he was doing, so he had it subjugated to other people below him. Well, one of those people was supposed to get a hold of the gaming attorney, but he got a hold of gaming attorney completely different person. And gaming attorney stole like the trademark, copyright, whatever for the Locale podcast. And I was like, all right, well, pay me. What do you mean? Who the fuck is this guy? He's the gaming attorney. No. This is gaming attorney, not the gaming attorney. This is a completely separate motherfucker that has absolutely nothing to do with Keemstar. Why the fuck is he asking me for money for the cameras and shit? He got the cameras and he got the speakers. He got all this equipment for him. Why? Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, it turns out he currently holds the rights to the Locale podcast because we thought he was the gaming attorney, but he's actually just gaming attorney. Some separate motherfucker who has absolutely nothing to do with Keemstar. And that's why the guy wasn't getting paid by Keemstar, because Keemstar didn't know who the fuck he was. Like, why is this guy asking me for money about cameras? What? Oh yeah, you said you're gonna get the Locale's new cameras and stuff so they actually look good on camera. And this guy paid for it, sent it to him, and then he wants the money. But who is he? He's the gaming attorney. No. He's just gaming attorney. Completely different person. Absolutely zero association with Keemstar. But now he owns the rights to the Locale podcast. Not Keemstar. And so, again, 2 episodes. $50,000 to record 2 episodes that were never released. And DSP didn't do it. DSP didn't get $50,000 to record 2 episodes and then never have them released. He had a chance to make 50 grand and didn't take it because he's a fucking moron.
That I would consider it. Then the whole thing flipped on its head and I was attacked by the people who wanted me in the podcast. What happened? You know, they're just out of their minds, these people. All right? But anyway.
These people are out of their minds, guys. They expected me to do something.
What did I originally say? I said,
also, you know why the people who were in the podcast were attacking you? Because Keemstar was offering them a fuck ton of money. Not 50 grand, probably like 10 grand, which so, hey, I'm going to pay you guys $10,000 up front, get you new equipment. Sorry. Pay you guys 10 grand up front, get you new equipment, and then you guys get paid off the back end of whatever the episodes actually make. And it's being held up because DSP is a bitch. DSP being a bitch is stopping you, yes you, from making all this money. Gee, I wonder why those people would get mad at DSP and attack him. Almost as if they're losing out on a fuck ton of money because you, yes you, are being a bitch.
And the whole reason that any podcast was ever going to work is because I was part of it. That's it.
And actually, the podcast apparently was actually going to be pretty good. The podcast apparently, like, they had some good camaraderie, they were doing good jokes and stuff. Like, they were actually having a good time recording it. It could have actually been a pretty cool podcast. But again, DSP being a bitch, missed out on all of it. And again, $50,000, 2 episodes, never released.
Was the linchpin of the whole project, because I'm the one who sits here and does a podcast every day. I'm the one who I know could direct the boat that would make the show interesting, right? Without me, it doesn't work. So they tried to do a podcast without me. Where is it?
They did. They recorded 2 episodes, and they said the first episode was kind of shaky, kind of iffy, because it was the first one, and, like, this guy didn't really know that guy, but the second episode that they recorded, apparently went really well. The second episode actually went apparently really great. But we'll never know because it never got released.
Where is it? Where is the podcast? Doesn't exist. You know? So, fuck them. That's why I want nothing to do with any of these people. Let them all go off the deep end. Let them all rot. They all toxic people. They're all in for themselves. They really don't care about the success of anyone else outside of their own bubble. They're all self-preservation fucking people, and they can't see past the tip of their own nose. So, let them do what they want to do. Let them leave me the fuck alone. I want nothing to do with any of them, you know? What's crazy is that there's these people who I have never said a single negative thing about, ever. In my entirety on the internet. In fact, I've only said things but praise or positive things, and even they go out of their way to say negative shit about me. So you know what?
Because you fucked them out of money.
Nothing to do with them. Let them rock. Like I said, they're all gonna...
Let's say the podcast came together earlier. Say 2 months earlier because DSP picked up the fucking phone from Keemstar and answered the call. So Keemstar wasn't distracted by the upcoming fight. Keemstar had a month to focus on the Locale podcast. Keemstar Didn't have to have some subordinate get a hold of gaming attorney instead of the gaming attorney. And so Keepstar never lost the trademark to the Low Cop Podcast. So who knows, maybe the Low Cop Podcast would be successful. Maybe it would have came out with 10 episodes by now. But we'll never know because DSP wouldn't answer the phone to get $50,000.
Gonna fail. They're all gonna disappear. There's nothing I can do about that, right? I mean, let them go and let them say what they want to say and do what they want to do in their own bubbles. I have nothing to do with them and their bubbles of bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Really.
muting microphone before I snort and
nothing
cough.
to do with this at all. I'm done with all their nonsense and drama. I'm here to make fun gaming content, to do some current events, you know, to talk it up and have a good time with my audience. That's how I've always been. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I never have myself involved with these other people's drama and bullshit. And this is why. You know, this year was a case in point. People, oh, why don't you branch out? Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? Yeah, look how it worked out. Right? The moment I even considered it, it just completely extrapolated and blew up with a bunch of bullshit, right? So, I'm just never gonna waste time on this shit ever again. There's just no point. I'm happy where I am, you know? And it's funny, too, because as I told you guys, I still get contacted by people who say, oh, Phil, I want you on an interview. I want to do this. And I say, okay, let's do an interview. But by the way, I did an interview in March. The interview covered all the drama topics everyone's interested in. I'm done. I have literally nothing else to say about any of those topics that were discussed in March. If you want my answers on those topics, you can watch that podcast from March. In perpetuity, forever, those are my answers. They're never going to change. Now, if you want to talk about anything else that wasn't discussed in that podcast, including maybe criticism of me as a content creator, or talk about the gaming as a whole, how gaming has changed, YouTube and streaming and any copyright issues, any of the shit that I'm involved in, I have a wealth of knowledge that I can share with you. I'm more than willing to go on a podcast and talk about that. I just don't want to talk about the same fucking drama every time. So that's that. And guess what? Every single person, when I tell them that, they disappear. They just go away. Because all they're interested in is drama. They don't have anything to add. They don't have any fucking content to put out on the internet. All they do is they regurgitate drama to get clickbait views on their garbage. So they want nothing to do with me because I don't have anything to do with drama. I'll talk about any topic you want. I have lots of lots of knowledge, lots of experience, lots of stuff to offer. To any kind of discussion.
Yes, last offer, like talking about
they want drama. So that's why I'm not in anyone's podcast, and I won't be. No one is interested.
WWE
in
champions and
so
Street Fighter Duel.
So I'm done. Like I said, that's it. I don't care about YouTubers doxing each other. Don't care. I'm done with that. I'm so far removed.
Oh Lord, DS Parody, have you tried sound foam? You put up like 2 squares on your wall, and it gets away all sound.
Together and get flushed at the same time.
That's not actually
it's
how
like
it works,
they say,
but that's how DSP thinks it works.
And the rock against which everything splashes. And as everyone else erodes and falls away, I'm still here. 15 years, guys. And I'm still here, and I'm still the same guy, and I still make the same kind of content, and I still love what I do, while everyone else out there has had to change or fail. I'm still here. So, I'm not going anywhere. To them, it's a meme. To them, it's a meme that Phil outlives everyone. It's not a meme. It's a fucking fact. It is. You know? At this point, that is who I am, and my existence on the internet is the guy who's been here for 15 years and is still not going anywhere, and is still making the content, and is still going on. Right? I still make a living doing it. So, I think that's something to be proud of, and you can meme it as much as you want, but it's still true, right? How many more people will fall apart, be erased, and go fade into obscurity, and I'm still here, right? All right. So, anything else you guys want to talk about today? Hopefully not drama related.
How about you play the fucking game? DSP. You could have made so much fucking money. And for absolutely zero work. Instead, you piss it all away.
I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
No, he does not want to play the fucking game. View count is currently 395.
Oh, really? I didn't even know there was continued closed betas. Iron Man the Power says he got into the closed beta for Tekken 8, and it starts on Friday. I had known about it over the summer. I had applied to be in the closed beta like once. And
when I was house hunting back in 2016, one of the houses was super nice.
Really cared to,
like 3 times the size of the house I ended up with. Same price. So, like, huh? That's weird. Why is the house this nice, such a low price?
When are we playing? No.
Motorsport.
When are we playing
that's
Forza
why.
exactly?
Train tracks.
I had it on a schedule for like a week or two ago as a baby. We didn't play it, so why would I be playing it? Right?
Like, it was a really nice house too, but right next to the railroad tracks.
I don't know what the Sonic Mega Collection is. Never heard of it. Jasper is fine. He's enjoying the fall air. He loves the open windows because we have him now. He's in a good place. He really likes the season. The next movie I'm reviewing is Halloween Ends. I'm reviewing.
He might have you muted
on
in his
DSP
chat
Reeeee.
so
The
he
next
doesn't
movie
see
I'm
it.
watching, I don't know. I have many options of things I can watch, things that are on demand available, like Renfield or Dr. Sleep. There's also
Renfield's a great movie. I don't care what anyone says. Renfield is amazing.
People are saying that's on rental for like $5, and people are saying that's really good. So maybe I consider that. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what to
Yeah,
watch.
my one friend told me, like, dude, after a while, you probably wouldn't even hear the trains anymore. It's like,
X-Shooter, I'll be buying.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
but
2 and Mario Wonder probably.
I'll send one up with. It's on the
a
lake.
whole day to do it before Friday.
sure, I can only swim in about 3 months
Now
out
we'll
of the
be
year
moving
when it's
there.
warm enough,
I'll have it
but
done in time
I'm
for
on the
Friday,
lake
no
now
worries.
instead of on the fucking railroad tracks.
No, I don't eat donuts. I don't eat donuts. I love donuts, but I haven't had a donut in ages. I couldn't even tell you the last time I ate a donut. Love them, though. Donuts are delicious. So many different great kinds of donuts, but I don't even remember when I had one. I really don't.
What, Renfield? I loved Renfield. When I saw it there, I'm like, yay, Nicolas Cage.
Really? Abdullah is saying that Mario Wonder's out now in his region. It's Wednesday. Well, if Abdullah, you'd be ahead by a day, but still, that's early. Sounds like they just released it early. They didn't give a shit, huh?
I know people shit on Nicolas Cage all the time, but Nicolas Cage comes out with some banger movies. Something that's so off the
Well, it sounds
wall
like the
and
landscaper's coming
different.
by, which means I have to close the window, which means I'm going to fucking sweat it out again today.
Good. Get them, landscapers. But it's like, alright, it's Dracula. While we've heard thousands of stories of Dracula. Relay DSP, it's new.
How do I stay in shape with a sitting down job? I don't gorge myself overeat, and I don't
It's
drink
noon, why are you tired?
soda or anything that's high calorie. You know, when you think about what I drink in a day, I drink 2 black cups of coffee. I drink most of a bottle of seltzer water like this. I drink cherry
Gin.
juice at dinner. And at night, usually I have sugar-free or low sugar, like a fruit juice
Gin.
blend. You ever had those V8? What are they called? I drink it every day, and I don't know the name of it.
V8 Splashers?
It's not real. It's not. It's V8, but not the juice. What's the
V8
other one?
Splash,
that
I
has
think
some
it's
juice
called.
in it, but it's not pure juice. It's like a blend. So I drink that at night, and it's low sugar, but actually has like some vitamins and things in it. That's what I drink at night. Outside of that, think about what I eat.
I got distracted.
V8 Fusion.
But
That's
yeah.
what it's called. Yeah, I think it's V8 Fusion. I
Fusion.
think that's what I drink.
But,
that's what I have at night.
We've heard
So,
thousands of different
and
Dracula
then,
stories,
what
so
I
how
eat
do you do it
during the day?
differently?
A bagel with cream
Put
cheese.
Nicolas Cage in there as
Then we have
Dracula.
I tell you every day.
Immediately becomes a
Usually
better
I'll have some
story.
kind of a snack. Last night, what did I have? A chicken sandwich. Yeah, I had a few slices of chicken.
You
on a
DoorDash
panini
chicken
bread
sandwich from
that I
McDonald's, huh?
toasted And I put the chicken on it. I warmed it in the microwave, so it was like a warm panini sandwich with a couple of popcorners. Yeah, that was what I had last night as a snack. You know, like a lean sandwich and some popcorners. That was my night food. So in one day, I had a bagel with cream cheese, a tortellini soup, 1 bowl, and that lean chicken sandwich with some popcorners. That's all I ate yesterday. So I'm putting in the calories and things that I need, and I'm, getting out of it what I need. I'm not overeating. I'm not eating candy. I'm not eating grease. I'm not eating cheese. I'm eating what I want or what I need, lean foods. And because of that, I've reduced my body weight quite a bit in the last several years. It's a slow process. You've noticed I didn't just lose a ton of weight all in one go. It's been a very slow thing. But now you can look at me from 2-3 years ago and compare me to now and be like, oh crap, yeah, he did lose weight. And that's why, because it's the lifestyle changes that I phased out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty good. Dan the Man gifted 5 more memberships to the channel. Thank you, Dan the Man. Congratulations to Avarice, Husker, Abdullah, 4-7 beers ago, and The Last Dragon. Congratulations to all of you.
You're gonna save the channel, guys.
And again, be sure to thank Dan for that. This is very good. This is putting us back in the right direction for memberships. I really appreciate this, Dan. Thank you for the support today.
Yeah, I think by putting him in
I
modern
agree.
era where
Nara
he's
says,
got to hide and
don't
all
drink your
that.
calories. It goes a long way. Yeah.
back in the
most
day, it's like,
people-
I'm a cult.
at least I would even say in
No
the
one
United
can
States,
question what
most
I
people
say
drink
'cause
a
I'm
lot
a
of calories
cult.
and don't realize it. The
Well,
moment
modern
you
day
pick
is
up
like,
that soda, the moment you pick up
dude,
that
no one
coffee
cares
and
what the
you add
fuck
in
a
sugar
count
and
is.
cream and all of that, these are all completely empty calories, and you have no idea that you're consuming them, and that's where people get the weight and stuff that they get. Yeah, I think the reason that people ask me questions like this, like, Phil, I don't understand. You're a streamer all day. How did you get to where you are? Why do they ask that question? Because they look at other contemporaries of mine who sit there and gain weight constantly. It's like, because I'm not eating bad stuff all day. I'm not. You never see me snack on a stream. You never see me eat on a stream because I don't.
You do
You've
eat.
seen the
You
extent
have
to which I'm
entire
eating and
streams
drinking
dedicated to
on a
eating called
stream.
Feasting with
This is
Phil.
it. Right here. You know what I'm saying? And then what I eat.
What do you call your
exactly what I
feasting
eat
with
all day.
Phil then?
That's my calorie intake for the day. So if you maintain that, you will be. I mean, I'm not skinny because I sit here all day. If I actually was a more active person, this tire that I have around me would be gone, and I'd be skinny. I'd be back to my old self, like 185 pounds, which is the best body weight I ever had. I'd be right back there. But you know,
You
I do
have
sit
zero
around all day
muscle, which
streaming,
is
so I'm not going to get to
just
that right
terrible.
now, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science. It's just you need self-control, discipline, and effort. And sadly, a lot of people just don't have that in the modern day, right? How is it that you enable yourself to eat terrible things and drink terrible things because you have them around you constantly? I don't have a can of soda in my house. If I wanted to drink soda right now, I don't have any. You know? So I'm not going to drink it. And the other thing is, if you don't constantly have that stuff in your lifestyle and your diet, you don't want it. I have a bag of chocolate. Kit Kats, Hershey, little mini Hershey bars, little mini Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and Reese's Pieces. I bought that bag 4 months ago at the beginning of the summer. I've eaten it so slowly. I still have it.
So you have junk
bag.
food.
Every once in a while.
So you do have junk food in the
I
house,
piece of
mister.
candy,
I don't have any
grab it,
junk
I'll
food.
pop it,
You don't
and
eat
I
junk
walk
food if you
away.
don't have any in
I
the
don't
house.
sit
By the
there
way, here's all the
eating
junk food I
orgies
got.
of candy. And it's still in my cupboard right now because I don't have desire or temptation to really eat it because it's not part of my diet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. The key is to change your lifestyle so the things that are bad for you aren't part of that lifestyle so that you want it all the time. You know, back in the day before I had my uric acid imbalance, also known as gout, and it became a big problem where I get flare-ups and things, I used to eat red meat all the time. Burgers, steaks, shellfish, which isn't red meat, but that also is a problem. I used to drink
He went to a seafood boil place with his wife on his last day off. Last day off, after crying at guys I had no money to pay bills, he spent probably $30, $40 per person to go to a seafood boil and eat seafood.
ton, like a fish, like drinking way too much alcohol is what I mean. And then I changed my lifestyle. And since I changed my lifestyle, I don't desire those things anymore. I have literally no desire for a steak. And I used to crave it. I don't really care for a steak. Burgers, almost never do I even think about a hamburger. Never. And I used to eat them all the time. I just don't care. It's not a temptation for me. So if you don't have them in your lifestyle and in your diet and around at easy access, you don't crave it anymore. It goes away. And then you don't care about that anymore. And then next thing you know, I just lost all this weight, right? There's plenty of amazing things to enjoy in life than just gorging yourself on awful foods and just maintaining an insanely bad body weight that makes you unhealthy. It's ridiculous. But you need to have the discipline, the self-control, a support system to make that happen for you. And sadly, I just feel like a lot of people don't have that, you know? I received a $1.25 tip. I'm recovering from shoulder surgery. I have a torn rotator and a torn
Oh, I see.
labrum.
Just showed up. What?
I don't know anything
Oh,
about
I know.
that
It's
stuff.
different.
I don't know anything about
Oh, I see.
shoulder health. I've had shoulder issues, but I never had surgery or anything, so I don't really know what that is. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope you have a quick recovery, and I hope that my content entertains you in the meantime. Thank you for the tip. I also got Captain DCW popped the 29-month member re-upping at the super supporter level, by the way. Thank you for that. He says, I'm on break at work. Just want to stop by. Can't wait for Spider-Man. Awesome. I'm excited for Friday. Especially after this underwhelming Sonic game, I'm definitely ready for Friday. Huh? Watching a movie on stream? Of course we can't do that. The only movies you can watch on stream are public domain movies, which are like really old movies that no one maintains the copyright to anymore. Those you can watch together. But outside of that, no. Isn't it?
So
is it
watch
100
one.
years? Because I'm trying to remember what.
Oh, well then, why not be like, all right, guys, it's Halloween. Let's watch a Halloween movie that's public domain together, guys. Be a special event. Guys, it's Christmas time. Time to watch a Christmas movie that's domain, whatever. It's Thanksgiving. Time to watch Alice's Restaurant. I don't know if Alice's Restaurant's public domain. The music probably get taken down. Copyright strike, whatever. Blocked worldwide. But yeah, you could definitely, very fine, find a holiday movie for the holiday that you're celebrating. He doesn't celebrate, he just uses them to make money, but find a public domain movie, why not?
What is it that when something becomes public domain? Because one day, how cool would it be one day if we were able to watch like all the Universal horror movies together? Because those are over almost 100 years old at this point, are they not? Weren't they like the 1930s, some of those, like Dracula and stuff? Imagine we could watch the classics together and do commentary
Let's
every day.
Google
That'd be fun.
best public domain
I feel like
movies.
that'd be really fun to do. But I don't know when those become public domain, when that's available to do or not.
Spider Baby, 1967. Bucket of Blood. Ooh. Bucket of Blood from 1959. And a
Well, sorry you
Mopper
won't be
from
able to be here live, Captain, but as you know,
1925.
everything's on demand right away.
Hands of
You can enjoy
Orlok,
your own pace when you get a chance to
1924.
check out the new playthroughs.
1920.
Yeah, no
Dirt
Super
Golem.
says, I
What?
like the fact that I was wearing comfortable long sleeve clothes this week, and
The Last Man on Earth,
basically,
1964. Would that be a good one to choose?
you know, when will I wear them again? Well, right now I wouldn't wear it today. It's hot, like I said.
For those of you who don't know, The Last
cooler
Man
days-
on
cooler days
Earth
are
is
coming this weekend. Cooler days are coming.
also known as I Am Legend.
But I wanted to wear,
You know, the Will
like,
Smith
friggin'
movie?
timely shirts. You know, now's the time to be wearing Sonic when I'm playing Sonic. You know what I mean?
The original House on Haunted Hill from 1959's public
Thank you, Only
domain.
Iced Infinite, for
Oh,
a super
shit.
chat. I appreciate that.
The original Little Shop of Horrors in
It's actually a super
1960.
sticker of an anthropomorphic lemon blowing a kiss. That's
I've covered this movie before. White Zombie from 1932, the first zombie movie. 1932. I've covered this movie before. I did a review for it on my channel. Great movie. You haven't watched it. All right, maybe not great, but for its time, I feel like if you watch it for what it is, it's a good movie.
pretty disturbing. Sounds like the landscapers are coming by, and I'm going to have to close the window now, so I'm going to have to sweat now.
Nosferatu, 1922, and then Night of the Living Dead, 1968. So there's a bunch of horror movies he could watch with his fans. I'll say friends, but he doesn't have any friends. There's a bunch of public domain free movies that he could watch. The Muppet movies. What do you mean
I
actual
received a
puppet?
$4.20 tip from August. Thank you, August, for the tip. I appreciate the support, and hopefully you're having a good day today. Thank you for that.
Last time he was in good health, he was probably 12.
All right. Captain DCW says he's now watching Assassin's Creed 4 out of all my old Assassin's Creed games. We got quite a few to get through. Hope you enjoy. Romy Rose
Hondo's like, the waifu from Helsing is way better than the waifu from Overlord.
The thing is,
Ah, the waifu from
my weight
Overlord
loss
is
is not a
better.
dramatic weight loss. It's a
I
gradual
will
weight
prove
loss
it.
over time.
We will
based
do a
on
marathon.
life
You watch Helsing,
and
we will
those are
watch
more
Overlord.
slow.
And I will prove that
So
why
even
my
if you watch
waifu is better than your
old Phil
waifu.
versus current Phil, you'd be like, oh my god. But if you just watch the slow transition over time, you wouldn't really notice it that much because it's very slow. But I mean, that's what I mean. Back in the day,
You're
when I
still
was doing
fat
YouTube stuff,
and still out of shape.
You know, 10 years ago, my lifestyle was awful. I would drink all night. I would wake up in the morning, and it wasn't the morning, it was like afternoon, because I wasn't streaming, so I would just wake up randomly in the afternoon, and I would immediately jump into recording. I'd record for like 3-4 hours, immediately start uploading, run out and grab fast food. Every day. Every day was fast food because I didn't cook, because I didn't feel like there was a point. I lived by myself, and I didn't feel like there was a point to cooking because it was too much effort and too much cleanup and too much time to cook for myself. So every day I would go out, and I would get fast food. Some days it would be awful, like burgers and hot dogs. Some day it would be grilled chicken sandwiches. Some day it would be a salad or a wrap. So it all depended, but it was always fast food, you know? I drank energy drinks, and the energy drinks were unhealthy. Sodas with caffeine in them and things like that that you really shouldn't be drinking. That's the kind of shit that I was drinking back then. You know? And it was bad. And, you know, I had a weight issue because of it. Always. You know? For the longest time. And, you know, it took a long time to get into a routine now where now my life's a lot more healthy. And my wife cooks us good meals every day, and I eat those literally almost every day. The one day a week we don't eat that cooked meal is the day off, when usually we either go out for one meal or we order in for the one meal. You know, once a week.
You
we
order
don't cook at
multiple
home.
times a week, you asshole. You've talked about it.
And but yeah, that's what caused the changes.
Which Overlord waifu? I mean, ooh.
Hello, a lot of people are saying random things altogether. Hello, everyone.
I mean, I
Can't
do
read all of
love
that.
the
Like 10 messages
boss.
came in at once. They're all
When she becomes the
different
chieftain of the village and all that, because she's just that much of a badass with the goblins. I mean,
like what? Like,
she's a
I've
leader.
ordered stuff from
She's
restaurants,
powerful.
full restaurant meals.
she's
I
kind
don't know
and
what you mean.
caring. Like,
It's not like
I
I'm
cannot
ordering
love that in a
fast food
waifu.
burgers and fries and stuff on that show. In fact, I think I've done that once ever. I ordered Sonic. I'm always ordering something from like a restaurant, like a full meal, right? So I really don't know what you mean by that. All right, Captain DCW. See you later today or Friday or whenever you can make it. Derek, I don't particularly remember the difference between the Final Destinations because they're all the same premise, so I don't really know. He's asking, what are my favorite Final Destination movies? I don't know.
On Destination 2. 2,
What's my favorite
1,
American dish? I don't have one. Like a salad or a veggie burger?
4, 3.
A salad. I would order a salad from a restaurant. Restaurant salads are effing good because they put a lot of effort into them. But I wouldn't get a salad from like a fucking fast food place. That's waste of time. They're terrible, right? Veggie burger. I can't even think of a place around here that has a veggie burger. No. You know what they all have? Impossible. They all have the fucking Impossible brand shit. And I've had that. Remember years ago I tried? It was the real Whopper versus the
Yeah, he
Impossible
only
Whopper.
lost
And the
muscle
Impossible
mass, which is
Whopper
not
doesn't
good.
taste like meat. It's still all right, but it doesn't taste like meat. So I don't want impossible everything because it fucking doesn't taste like what it's supposed to be. It's stupid, you know? Bebo or Bebo, not sure how to pronounce your name. Likely we're going to be playing Lords of the Fallen in November. And there's two reasons. Number one, because if I played it now, I wouldn't have enough time to commit to it to make good progress and stay good at it, because I have other games I'm juggling. And number two, because apparently the game has been awful since launch. On all platforms, it's got big technical issues, like huge frame rate drops, crashing, bugs.
And play it on PC. Oh, wait, you don't have a gaming PC.
They will fix it, and by November, by the time that I get to playing it, it'll run better, in which case it'll be a better experience. The last thing I wanted was a redo of the original Lords of the Fallen, where the game was a horrendous, buggy fucking mess, and it was a waste of everyone's time and money, including mine, so I never went back and played it again, because it was just too bad at launch. So hopefully, they've learned from those mistakes and will fix it, but I just find it weird and hilarious that this game launched and still has a bunch of launch issues, even though they went through this years ago with the original Lords of the Fallen, and it's like they didn't learn. It's the same fucking problems. Like, what the hell, man? Okay, it looks like I received a tip. Hold on.
Guys, I got money. Gotta stop the stream.
$20 tip.
From 1 Minute Man?
From 1 Minute Man.
Ah! Called it. So I want to get Lords of the Fallen eventually.
Thank you to 1 Minute Man for the very generous tip. And here's a nice animation that you guys probably have not seen yet because it was one of the higher animations, and now we've made it smaller animations. You can see it every day. And that gets us up to 40 bucks in tips, so we're almost to the tier 1 tips goal. Remember, if we get to tier 2, you will see the Sonic hat. Likely for the last time in a very long time, because I can't tell you the next time there's going to be a Sonic game, right?
Hint, hint. Can't tell next time there's going to be a Sonic game. Hint, hint. Get the $100 Sonic hat, guys.
Will I start with Sonic soon? Yes. Although it doesn't sound like we need to rush because apparently there's only 4 worlds left, so I don't think it's even going to be even close to filling the stream, honestly. Okay. Anything else, guys, or are we good?
You've been good for the past half hour. You should have started the game half an hour
Covered
ago.
all the topics. We've got all the big ones discussed. All right. All right, guys. So, thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. When I come back on Friday, hopefully we will have some fun game news to talk about. I'll have my Phil's Day Off segment. I'll be able to give you my final thoughts on Sonic Superstars because we'll have wrapped it up by then. And we'll have 2 new games to talk about, right, that we'll be starting up. So, Friday should be a very nice, very interesting gaming day for everyone. And I want to thank you all for being patient. I know we all thought that yesterday was going to kind of be the start of something good, and sadly it's not really turning out to be that. But we'll get there. We'll get there to the gaming goodness. I promise you, this gaming season shall roll on in a great way. Thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. I hope that you have a great day, and happy Halloween.
Nope. We ain't dealing that bullshit. Let's see if it works this time. I think it's time for commercial break, don't you?
Oh, with that aroma can do brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Ah, easily amused. Hot as shit, guys. It's like 70 degrees in my office, guys. It's hot as shit. Gee, you took a good sip of your so-called seltzer water and now you're feeling hot. You know what makes you feel hot? Alcohol. Gee, I wonder what's in that bottle. Could it be gin? And the gin's making it feel hot? No, never. How about we don't be patient and you do your fucking job? God, that is probably one of the greatest things I've ever made. I didn't even make it for me. I made it for GTG. It's still one of the best things I've ever made. That probably would be the only time he drinks water is when it's watered down in his alcohol, unfortunately. That's not healthy for you. Let's see, that and what's the other thing that I really, really, really like? Easily amused.
Vegeta.
What does the scouter say about his
Monthly bill.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
Oh, I am so easily amused by that. I don't even know why, I just am. Oh, I like this one.
137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
Well, thank you, creatine user. Some of them, it's like, okay, I'm gonna actually have to take the time and effort to do this, and others, it just happens. And others are like, let's see, where is it? This one, I think.
James the Lesser, we don't know how to do any polls with anything yet. Like, I'm looking to do
No, this is
polls
the wrong
with
one,
Nightbot
isn't
and
it?
stuff, and I think it would still work here on YouTube, like we were trying to get it to work on Twitch, but I don't know yet.
Here it is. Here's the one I was looking for. Same thing, just
James
a
the
little bit
Lesser, we don't know
different.
how to do any polls with anything yet. Like, I'm looking to do polls with Nightbot and stuff, and I think it would still work here on YouTube, like we were trying to get it to work on Twitch.
Here we go.
Because I heard the "Here We Go" from what song? Can't remember the song that it comes from, but I heard that. It's like, okay, I want to use that "Here We Go" as a intro, part of an intro. Like, so some of them, like, they take a little bit of effort, or like this with the zoom in and all that.
Only
Had to Google how to zoom in.
the absence of light. These are the eyes
Psychopath.
of a psychopath.
It's like sometimes, like, all right, hey, I got to learn something new to make that intro. And others just happen because he's DSP. Like, that took zero effort. All I had to do was, yeah, that GGG one that I made for him is amazing. I love it. And of course, the others that have been made for him for the Snort Bucks and Snort Festivals and all that. This one, I mean, took me maybe 5 minutes to make. I mean, sometimes it's as simple as clipping something he said, but then others is like, all right, I actually had to do something for this, unfortunately. I better switch that back to GTG.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Wrong one. There we go. Before I had my YouTube channel, I didn't know anything about video editing. I didn't know anything about OBS. I didn't know about anything. Because I haven't had my channel, I've learned so much and gotten so much done. And it's like, okay, well, here's how you edit this. This is how you do that. Here's how you zoom in. Here's how you zoom out. Here's how you reverse the thing so it plays backwards. Great snort, isn't it? It's all the random videos I made over the years now. For many of them, it was just, let's do this. Let's try that. Okay, that's actually really funny. What I got in here. Oh, here's a good one.
Just cruising around YouTube, trying to find something to watch.
amount of time it
See
took me to
Max
get the
and my new
hair
game.
to
So I click on
activate
it.
at the same time as the music was
First thing
hilarious.
here is, well, eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Snort, beg,
There we go.
repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Snort, beg, repeat.
It took me way too long to get the...
Snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat,
It took me way too long to get the music to line up with her hair bouncing like that. Easily amused. Maybe he died on the toilet. He's not back yet. I don't have any other GTG ones because those were made by other people. I only have the one that I made for him. Oh, I did make the owl. Yes. Right there.
The owl says
Oh,
hoot,
shit. Way too big.
hoot, hoot. The owl says hoot, hoot, hoot. The owl says hoot, hoot, hoot.
Oh, and he's back. Sad face.
Oh. Oh, 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 I don't know what I'm doing. I'm back. You guys ready? You guys ready? 8-bit Casper says Phil's biggest fear is losing half his audience when he has to take a shit. Hey, look, he's back from taking his shit. Yeah, what can you do? You know, I'm human. I have to go, right? I have to
go, guys. There's nothing I can
Would
do
you
about
rather
it.
have me go now and then play the game for a while, or play the game for like 20 minutes and then have to go shit, right? And in reality, I didn't.
It's
shit.
not cat. It's some
Just talking to
Australian thing, but it
Jasper
just
and
looked
Cat
and sounded
and
like the old
interrupt
cat. Enough to make me amused.
Okay. Anyway, I received a $2.50 tip from Rainbow Smalls. Have a good day, Phil. Thank you to Rainbow Smalls. I appreciate that. So that's going to get us to 42 in tips. Remember, at 50, it's the tier 1 reward of Gunner glasses. But remember, today is the final day, since this is only a 2-day freaking game. Final day for the Sonic hat to make it happen at $100 of tips. It would be great to have the Sonic hat 2 days in a row for the event, right? So please consider it, and then that hat gets retired.
And you
for
know
how many
he's
other
so
years until
salty
the
that he doesn't
Sonic
get to
comes
milk it
out.
more. He thought he was going to be
Hopefully a
able
better
to
one
milk that
next time.
hat for at least
Okay.
$500. Nope, only going to be $200. Sad pig roach noises.
Okay, I'll see you later, Derek. Here we go. Ah! Got all wrapped up. Here it is. Our Zest needs a fucking wake-up call. What the hell made them think that in 2023 people wanted a 4-hour game or 6-hour game for $60? Right? Someone needs to slap them some reality. Slap their face. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Abdullah says there's 12 different playable characters in Super Mario Wonder. Wow, that's a lot. Now, who are we using?
Also, there's battle mode and time attack, so there's multiple things you can do in this game.
Are we going to Knuckles now? I want to say we're going to Knuckles, but I'm not sure. Yes, I know Jade is not going to be here for Sonic because Jade, sadly, the speed of the game made him get kind of sick to himself, but... Oh, yeah, it is Knuckles because Knuckles has the Knuckles exclusive stage. Okay, we'll play with Knuckles on this one. All right, you guys ready to resume?
I am not, because I don't want to watch this shit. I'm going to get back to Diablo 2 and Higurashi when they cry. Higurashi when they cry. What episode am I on? Oh, shit, I'm already on Season 2? Sheesh. I just started Season 2. Alright. Yeah, I can't wait. And now I was also watching Kitaboga, going after scammers. Easily amused. But with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know I did. It's like, man, I've been grinding Diablo 2, trying to get 2 runes so I can make the 1 Necromancer chest piece. It gives them, it's soul that gives them plus $2 Necromancer skills. Been grinding that out for a bit. Like, all right, it's about time for DSP to finally wake up. Let's go make fun of him for a bit. Then I'll go right back to Diablo 2 and watching this and Higurashi and whatever else catches my eye. For that, guys, thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. Yay!